Hello, hello, greetings ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Lots of things I want to say before we begin here, but just a quick thing. I am streaming some Heart of Thorns meta right here in Guild Wars 2 with my newly joined guild. And first thing I want to say is that it's been a busy period. And there's lots to catch up on, especially with regard to MMOs and what I've been doing on my YouTube channel. So because I'm porting this over to YouTube, I guess I'll start with that. With regard to Guild Wars 2, Episode 3, I have mostly finished it. Like, got everything that I needed to get. The beetle mount for one, which I'll show off shortly. And the new backpack, the Ascended backpack too, and that's called the Backpack of the Dauntless Commander or something like that, and I've got that. I even have the title, it's right here, you can see me wearing it and with the title and everything, so I've been pretty busy, and that was a long grind to get that. So I've been doing that over the past, I don't know, what, 6-7 days. And then besides that, in the review, obviously, I'm hoping to get that out this weekend. And besides that, I've been just plowing away at the Bless Online review as well. So for those of you watching this on YouTube later, when I import this over there, I want you to know that more content is coming up. Now, as for this meta, I only started playing Guild Wars 2 probably like a month before my 10 Reasons to Play Guild Wars 2 came out, and that was in March 2017. So prior to that, you know, I didn't really have too much, I didn't spend too much time in Heart of Thorns, which is the first expansion for Guild Wars 2, and as a result of that, you know, I did not take part in all these large map metas that Heart of Thorns has, and Heart of Thorns has a bunch. Every map in Guild Wars 2 pretty much has an event, a meta chain, as it's known. So I haven't been doing these a lot, and because I've been so active during episode 3 of the past couple of weeks, you know, I thought, you know what, since I'm here and since World of Warcraft's Battle for Azeroth expansion is sort of like a month away, I have plenty of time just to spend some time in Guild Wars 2 and trying to up my achievements, trying to up my masteries, trying to get ready to craft important shinies like legendaries and all that good stuff. So I've been spending a lot of time going back to the old areas that I haven't done and that I've missed completely, like HoT. And I've just been doing stuff here. So I came across this guild called EVA, or Everlasting Green, or whatever their full name is, and these guys are based in Australia, which is great for me because that's my prime time here in Southeast Asia. I'm like a couple of hours behind Aussie. So these guys run all the metas and they do all the events and they run fractals and stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, great. I've been meaning to look for, you know, a really large active guild that does all this stuff, and now I found it, so pretty happy about that. As for where we are in the Tangled Depths map, and this is the Grent meta. So for those of you that do play Guild Wars 2, you may know this one. For those of you that don't, it's, you know, battling this legendary Chuck, and Chuck is one of these creatures that you'll find in Guild Wars 2. Let me just lower the volume a little bit there. And the cool thing about this map meta is that because of how the map is built and how it's structured, there's like 4 different lanes. And I'll show you guys that in a sec. Let me just get out of the line of fire here. Go somewhere safe. My commander's gonna hate me for doing this. But it's all for the stream. So you'll see there's very different lanes. There's like Rada Novice here. And then you got the Scar lane. And then there's Ogre lane. And then there's Nunok lane. So there's 4 legendary Chucks. There's a 4-way battle going on simultaneously. And we're all... Oh, avoid that. That purple donut is an insta-kill. And you'll see everybody just pretty much died when you step in that thing. I'm just going to stand back and pew-pew. We got Nick Scryer in chat. Hello, Nick Scryer. How are you doing, man? Long time no see. It's been crazy busy for me over the past 2 weeks. I hope you're having a better start to July than I am. I wish I could go back to like the month of May when I had so much time to do everything. So yeah, this has been pretty fun. So the guild that I'm in, EVA, what's going on is these guys run a bunch of stuff and they have all the commanders that they need. And commanders are people with those tags above their heads. So they're pretty much leading the events, they're helping new players, and they're helping organize and coordinate groups and stuff. So, we've killed our legendary Chuck. Now we've got one more event here as per the right, which is to prevent these Chuck from getting to the cannon, or destroying the cannon. We've done our lane, and now in chat, everybody, all the other EVA commanders are calling out their health. So we've killed ours. These guys still need to kill theirs before the Chucks in their lane get away. So I'm not gonna go, I'm just gonna go hang around my commander. I assume these guys are the ones that are heading for the cannon, so it's time to kill. My frame rate is dropping with everything that's going on screen right now. Oh boy. Okay. Nick says busy times for him too. Got a new job. Oh, nice. Congratulations, man. So are you no longer working on Saturdays? Because I know your old job you had to work Saturdays, right? So you liking your new job so far? I mean, it's always a busy period. When I get a new job, usually I stop gaming for a while. That's exactly what happened like a month ago when I picked up another project. I had to just stop Bless for a while and just focus on that. Okay, we have to power up the golem, so I'm just running around headless right now. I've got to look for leyline energy. Leyline energy. Pick him up and throw him at the golem like what everybody's doing right now. In the meantime, I'll just pick this person up because I'm a nice person. There we go. Ley energy right here. Pick it up. Power up the golem. As for what metas are we doing today, or tonight in my case, we are going to... This is the Tangled Depths. After this, we'll be going to Auric Basin, which is here. And we'll be doing the meta there. This is Octovine, and Octovine is another epic meta. And then we're going to go to Dragonstand. Dragonstand, I've recently done it. Like I said, you know, I didn't get a chance to do what I need to do. Oh, Rada Novus Lane Defender completed. So, like I said, there's 4 different lanes here in the Tangled Depths. And if you do everything for the first time, you will definitely get your achievements. So I'm gonna go and help out the other lanes, see which lane needs help. Scar lane is okay. Commander saying go to Scar or Ogre. So Scar is right here. Ogre's to the top. I'm gonna go to Scar. Good opportunity to show off my beetle. So this is the new beetle mount that came with the episode 3 Long Live the Leech, and I have been the beetle is a weird one. Like I have a lot of friends who absolutely love the beetle ever since they got it because it can do pretty awesome stuff. So this is when your power bar's full, you just hit the space bar and boom, you can pretty much zoom across the map like that. I mean, this oh shit, I'm in the poison area. It can drift as well, it can do a whole bunch of things, and now I've overextended because the braking system, there is no braking system. You can either drift or not. Alright, let's get this Chuck down. Come on, Chuck. We've got 1.5 minutes remaining per the bar on the right side to kill this guy before he runs off. So, let's burn everybody. I'm gonna have to turn nameplates off because of the frame rate burn. Oh, crap. I'm gonna get down in the moment here. Quick heal. So big. Oh, I got it because I'm standing in the purple donut, which is a big no-no. So there's 4 lanes, as I said already in Tangled Depths. Everybody has their preferred lane because one of these Chuck bosses are going to be the easiest to kill among the others. Let me just pick up my buffs here. And really quickly, let me turn down or turn off nameplates. That usually helps with FPS. Okay, let's go finish him off. Checking in chat. Nick said, yeah, not a norm to work on Saturdays now, though I may need it once in a while. All good, man. Take those free Saturdays and cherish them. I work Saturdays and Sundays, but that's by choice, really. So, How's your streaming going on, man? And what have you been streaming? I've been so out of the loop. Oh, they got the chalk. Okay. So Scar Lane is down. That leaves us with... No, all lanes are down. Yeah, it appears all lanes are down. So in 5 minutes, as per the King of the Jungle event thing here on the right side, in 5 minutes, all the cannons will shoot in one of those walls, and then we can all grab our loot. And then off to the Auric Basin we go to do the Octavine meta. So this is great. Like, I've not been a part of a large guild, alliance of guild meta like this in a very, very long time. So this is nice to finally have this. So that's the big wall that needs to be shut down by our cannons here. And all the 4 different lanes here are... Or the cannons in all these lanes are what we were defending from those legendary chalk. Okay, checking chat. Win time while we wait. Yeah, not the norm. I read that already. Currently working on PvP stat before it continues with the stream. Last item remaining. Cool, it's just gotta go catch it a bit. Yeah, see you, Nick. Thanks for dropping by, man. And all the best with your last PvP item. Okay, so I've got a 5-minute interval here before we loot and move on to the next area. So like I said, good opportunity to just give you guys a little lowdown on Guild Wars 2 in terms of episode 3. So like I said, the Beetle is the brand new mount. I already got that, and I'll talk about this more in my review, hopefully out this weekend. It's a strange one. Like, a lot of people can master the Beetle really easily. Like, it's not a simple mount to master. The Skimmer, dead on easy. All the other 5 mounts are actually very easy to pick up and master. The Griffin too, once you learn how to use height and leverage that to, you know, gain altitude and speed. The Beetle, on the other hand, is a totally different animal. So going downhill, it's naturally faster, which is great. But then going uphill, because of physics, obviously, you know, it's gonna slow down like that. So you're gonna have a slow time climbing up. But going down's great. But, you know, using your speed buff, and then you hit the C button to drift like that. So now I'm drifting around the map, and that's also kind of like your brake button. The thing is, with the Beetle, like, if I get off it, and I get into my Griffin right now, and I fly around that, okay, fine, this is great. Now, once I get back on my Beetle... Wait, I can't, because I'm in combat somehow. Let me run away from the area. The thing with the Beetle is, all the other mounts almost instantly doesn't take any time at all for you to use your special ability. When you get on the Beetle, for you to even use that super boost, look at the screen right now, it is charging up slowly, and it's about 10 seconds or so before you can fully use it. So in the meantime, you're just stuck with default speeds. Then once it goes, it goes. And if you jump over objects, or like a big cliff or something, or a ramp, you can do some skills, and I'll show you guys that in a sec. I'm gonna roll off that, and then you'll see that it does like some tricks too, which is pretty interesting. Okay, here we go. All you do is charge up, and then while in the air, there you go. You hit the space bar, and I just did like a handstand. Or hangman, I don't know. I don't know my BMX very well, or my BMX term and slang, or my skateboarding term and slang, but that is that with the Beetle. It takes a while, like 10 seconds to fire up, whereas every other mount, like you get on the Raptor. Raptors are one of the most useful mounts in game. Look, no more waiting time. You can straight away get on it and use its ability to boost your speed to anywhere. Same thing with everything else. Get on the Springer and immediately start jumping. So that's one disadvantage the Beetle has over all the other base POF mounts, is that it's slower to power up. And navigating through towns and everything, I think a lot of people still prefer the standard mounts just by looking at what everybody has or are sitting on right now. Raptors are always going to be popular. Raptors and Griffins are probably two of the most popular mounts, and probably will be for a long time to come. So that's my opinion about the Beetle mounts so far. other than that, story-wise, I don't want to spoil anything on stream, so I'll save that for the spoiler section in my review. But episode 3 was really, really fun from a story perspective. We see the return of Taimi and Goric, Bullish, the Asuras, who are sort of help a lot in taking down Palawa Joko. And we do confront him. I will say that it's been a while. We've had this epic kind of like build up over the expansion in the last couple of episodes. So I really like the conclusion in this episode is great. It's part hilarious, it's part like what the hell did I just watch effect it gives on you, so that's probably great. Okay, 22 seconds and then we'll get in and we'll start looting, and then we can move on to the Azreck Basin and do Octavine there. Now I'm not gonna, these guys I believe they are making EVA. What they usually do is they do 4 or 5 maps in one night, so this is the first stop. So we're gonna do, I think it is TD, AB, DS, AB, and then VB. So that's Tangled Depths, which is the map we're on, and then we're heading to Azreck Basin, and then we'll do Dragon's Den and back to Azreck Basin again because of how the timers work. And then we'll finish off the night by doing the night time meta in Verdant Brink. Now all of this is great for XP here in Heart of Thorns. There could be a lot of new players that have the expansion but haven't necessarily done any of the mastery collection or achievements and whatever. And the thing is, like, a lot of these Heart of Thorn masteries, like some of these, let's go into masteries real quick. Some of them take 8, which is actually pretty doable, but then when you get to like the Nunok or the Nuhawk, sorry, mastery and lore, some of these require 12 mastery points. And the final tier, before you can use your masteries, you need to accumulate the experience first on your experience bar before you can use it or spend it. So the last tier for this, 12 masteries, is actually around 4 million XP. And because there's no hard task quests or whatever in Heart of Thorns, there's no good way or effective way to farm XP on the landscape unless you actively do the metas, which is why having meta trains like this is really helpful. Okay, so Commander just posted in chat, AB South. Let me just see squad message real quick. So AB South at X45, meta starts at 9 sharp. Breacher, Frogs, Mobs, Octavine. So we are doing South, huh? Okay. I like Octavine. Octavine is actually pretty cool. It's one of my favorites. Most of my favorite metas have actually come from Heart of Thorns, because I mean the core game, the core tier areas, you do have some great boss fights, but they're like one big guy in the landscape, everybody congregates, do like a mini pre-meta, and then just beat on the boss. So what we want to do now, because we've got 4 commanders from the same guild, and in those commander squads are people from our guild, EVA, and also Pugs. So what we want to do is we want to head to AB before that map fills up, because every map will have a max and min quantity of players on it. So let's just go, and hopefully we end up on the same map. So south is our area, and I'll show you guys the map real quick so I can explain this meta for folks that will probably be watching this on YouTube later. This is great. It's been 3 years since HoT released, and funnily enough, these things are still being run, and I've seen some arguments about Path of Fire, the latest expansion, not having great metas as good as Heart of Thorns. Now that's a valid debate, because in Path of Fire it introduced this thing called bounties, and they're pretty much, you go to any town that has bounty boards, you pick one up, and then there's a timer, you go there and you fight the champion. Only certain areas like the domain of Vabi has what I call a traditional Guild Wars 2 meta, And besides that, the replay factor for those areas in Path of Fire is relatively low as compared to Heart of Thorns. That's just what the general opinion seems to be. So it'll be interesting to know from, you know, players that do play Guild Wars 2 if that is how you feel about it or not. Okay, sweet. So now that we're here, that gives me time to explain a little bit. This is the Auric Basin, and this is the Forgotten City of Tarir, where the Exalted are now. As you play through the Heart of Thorns expansion, the general story, and I'm not spoiling anything for everyone, obviously this expansion has been out for 3 years, is that, you know, you're making your way through Maguma, because as the commander, or the second person in charge of the Pact, which is the alliance of, you know, Asuras, Charhuman, and Sylvari, to take down the Elder Dragon Mondremoth. You guys launched we launched an attack, but it failed badly, and we crashed over Verdant Brink, including you know, the former heroes in there from the first Guild Wars, Destiny's Edge. And as the player, Verdant Brink is where we kind of find everybody, look for them, you know, and move on the story. And then we make our way down here to the Auric Basin. And then we find out about the Exalted. We find out about more about Aurene as well. So what this meta is that we lose the Exalted lose the map, or lose that area to the Modrum, and we have to take it back. Now there's 4 entrances into the city. This is the north entrance, this is the east, west, and then the south. So all of us, all 4 commanders and all 4 squads at the same time, will beat back the vine that's blocking the gates, and then we'll go down and loot stuff, like a ton of loot chests and everything. That's basically what this meta is. And it's a ton of fun, I gotta say. It's one of my favorites, because there's a real panic factor, because the catch with this one is all of the 4 vines have to be killed off at the same time, pretty much. 2 minutes. So if one area, let's say north, kills off the vine, and then the other 3 areas will have 2 minutes to finish off their vines. So it's actually, it's really, really fun. It's really panicky. Like, I've done this in pugs, and sometimes, like I said, because there's 4 lanes, right? Everyone has a favorite lane, and in this case, AB East, or the East Gate, is usually the most popular because it's the easiest to DPS and it's the easiest to do the mechanic. All the vines will have a shield that stacks to 15, and every area, players will have to get that shield down to 0 before they can start DPSing that vine. So some areas that mechanic is easier than others. South is pretty interesting. I'll show you guys why in a bit. But among all, I think West and South are the least favorite ones for pugs in general, because the mechanic is harder. Now all we're doing is just like simple pre-metas, you know, just get rid of the Mordrum and whatever, while waiting for that to start. So in about 5 minutes we will have these challenges to get the Exalted Armor, so players can wear the Exalted Armor, which is pretty handy. There's like, there's 2 things that squads need to do when you've got your DPS and mechanic squad, and then those players who win the challenges will be able to don that armor, go down there and help people by stunning all the big baddies that are in the way, because there'll be frogs and other armored monsters that'll just disrupt players who are trying to do the mechanics to get rid of that vine. So that's the Overseer that just spawned there that we need to kill. Now we're just checking if we have the numbers. So South is doing pretty good tonight. We've got 41 people in squad for South, which is the highest you'll ever see for South. East has got 41 as well. And the reason we know this is because all 4 commanders are all 4 commanders are from the same guild, EVA. So we're coordinating stuff in guild chat just to see how many, what the numbers game looks like, because this whole meta relies on the 4 sides having enough people to do it. So if one area or if one side is lacking in DPS, it kind of stinks, and the rest of us will have to send, numbers elsewhere. And also, this meta gives a crap ton of loot chests, exalted chests beneath the city, and it's great. They come in 3 varying sizes or whatever. You've got your small chest, you've got the great chest, and then you got the grand big chest. And I think the total count was like 27 chests or something like that, 37, 27 in total. So there's the loot phase down here is going to be long for this meta. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's popular, because you can get a whole bunch of good stuff just from doing this meta and looting chests. Ascended weapon or armor box, that kind of thing. If you're really lucky, that is, because RNG will mess you up. That reminds me, do I have Backspace? I am running low on Backspace. Doing the metas, one thing I realized is that you can never get enough Backspace. Okay, this is for the Grand meta. That's 16,000. That's good. I'm currently leveling my Exalted Lore Mastery. I don't have the points right now, but I'll KIV it as something to look forward to or something to grind toward. Probably once I'm done with Battle for Azeroth in August, so at least it's a reason for me to keep coming back to Guild Wars 2 to try and, do some stuff, get to the end game here. That's my pledge. There's 3 MMOs I really want to get dug in. Like, people have been asking me for months and months and months now, dude, what's your top 3 MMOs? My top 3 is basically the ones that I play the most. Elder Scrolls Online, Guild Wars 2, and World of Warcraft as well, although I haven't touched that as much as I wanted to. It's hard enough, juggling all these MMOs. But yeah, Guild Wars 2, definitely working on it. The masteries aren't really needed for endgame, but it's one of these completion wheel things that I want to have done. Especially the fractal ones. And then raids as well. Like, I recently got into a raid maybe 3 days ago, where the guy who was running the raid was like, you guys, 9 of you guys in here, don't do anything, just die, don't res. I will finish this first part of the raid for you, and then you guys go loot the first raid boss chest as a way to farm a daily or something like that. And it's actually pretty great, because I got a real cool item out of that. It was something I needed to craft, like legendary armor or something. And for reference, that guy that offered to raid carry us for free was a revenant, and I'm like, holy shit. Raid carries. So that's my first ever raid in Guild Wars 2. It wasn't a proper raid. It wasn't like me going in like a noob for the first time. No, it wasn't a proper raid. It was a carry raid, so I didn't do anything. I didn't learn anything. But then again, I'm a scrub. Because I come and go so much, my gear isn't where it should be. Like Guild Wars 2 doesn't have gear scores, or it doesn't do stuff like that later on. I mean, for Fractals, for example, you'll probably need Agony infusions, because Agony is going to be a fractal mechanic that everybody wants to be aware of. Other than that, I'm still a scrub, using exotic gear mostly. Only my weapons are ascended, not the bow, but the other, all of these are ascended. My staff, my sword, my shield, my great sword. And these come from PvP in World vs. World, because I've done it so much now that eventually you're bound to get the materials and stuff. Oh, this Cavalier just came out of nowhere. And this is one of the Heart of Thorns monsters that I absolutely hate. Heart of Thorns as an expansion is great because it's unique. It's such a different change of pace from the core Guild Wars 2 game, where everything was, pretty much simple and straightforward. When you get to the Heart of Thorns, everything just, the difficulty increases, the knowledge of what your class can and should do also becomes important and relevant, and the monsters are no freaking joke, man. These Modern Guard Cavaliers and mounts, and then later on you'll get you'll fight snipers, and stalkers are my least favorite things to fight in Heart of Thorns, because they absolutely wreck you if you're not, you know, paying attention, or if you're not focusing on the fight. So anytime now the challenges will start, and no, challenge phase is over. So this is us burning the first vine to get into the north gate of Tahrir. And the thing is, all the other lanes are doing the same thing. So again, I'm on the south lane. We have in west, we've got east, and then we've got north. So we've just broken our vine, and here we go. These ghosty looking things are the exalted armor that players can get. And we will need them, of course, because they will be necessary for stunning and CCing all the big monsters that get in our way. So down we go. My FPS is dropping because there's a lot of people here. Okay, so just a quick look around. So this is the courtyard of the south entrance to Tahrir. You'll see like monsters in the way blocking you and everything. And we need to get to the other side where that big vine is. We need to break that. On the right side of my screen, you will see that it has 15 charges. Our job is to hit this bomb to move it forward. So classes that have a lot of push and stuff like that will... Oh man, who did that? That's kind of stupid. We have to push the bomb all the way to the vine to... Oh shit. Oh fuck. That's why it's a challenge. That's why it's a challenge. These dudes in the exalted armor, their job is to push bombs away. Push bombs away from the main lane so that people who are doing the meta or doing the mechanic can do so in peace. Checking chat, we got Solo Cutie. Hello, Solo Cutie. Solo Cutie says, "Are you gonna make a video about the latest Living World episode?" I already have. It's just not published yet. You guys will see it over the weekend on my YouTube. But yeah, it's already out. I talked about the beetle. I talked about the story episode. With a spoiler section, of course. I talk about the domain of Korna. And I talk about the containing the Scarab Plague meta. What am I doing? I'm looking for the bomb. Bomb's gone. So here's a new bomb. We did not manage to move. We did not manage to get the bomb all the way to the end. That sucks. But yeah, those guys in the exalted suits have a very important role to play, because they need to keep the lane free for us to push the bomb here. There we go. That's one explosion. So in an instant, we got rid of 5 charges of the shield. Now let's go back and get another explosive. Again, the trick here is for players to hit it to move it forward, and classes that have pushes and knockbacks can push it further. And once in a while, it'll get stuck, so it's our job to break it out of that vine. Oh, incoming! Incoming! Oh, poison in the way. This is nuts. This is really one of the chaotic lanes. East is the easiest, and that's why East is super popular. Oh shit. Well, that didn't help. Okay, I'm getting picked up here. Thank you, thank you. Let's go back and get another bomb across. Oh, this guy's alive and well. Come on, guys. Somebody get that trigger blossom out of the damn way. Come on. It's gonna blow. I'm afraid to hit it. Oh, incoming. Okay, now the vine is vulnerable because we got the 15 charges, so now it's just a DPS smash him. And to the right, you can see all the other lanes are doing better than us right now. North is almost done, but they're waiting on us. And the good news is that... like I said, the 4 commanders that are leading the meta right now are all from the same guild, so we're all coordinating. So there's not gonna be any pugging bullshit here. Like, sometimes I've pugged this before, and one lane will just kill theirs while, you know, west, east, and south are still halfway. And that starts the timer, a 2-minute timer, where if all the lanes don't kill off theirs in 2 minutes, the vines will regenerate in health. So that's why there's a huge ass rush to get this thing down. But when we burn hell, we really burn, man. Look at us go. We were the last. I think all of us are burning. I think we're burning. Shit, no. Damn it. This is what a coordinated meta group can do. Shit, we were so close. If the Exalted Armors had joined us during that burn, we would have had it. Now, all the other lanes will have to wait for us, because it's gonna... Oh, no! He's got... Shit! Oh, no! What happened? Commander said burn, so burn? Which commander said that? I'm looking at guild chat right now, and I guarantee you no commander said burn. And one of the things with Octavine is, you know, when one lane hits theirs first, there's this thing about panic, and everybody just starts taking the piss in chat about, you know, panicking and whatever. But the good news is we have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left, so we can definitely do this. We can do this. One more bomb is all we need, and I think we have enough DPS to take out the Vine. I believe West is still not done with yours. Oh, damn it, got hit. Okay, so let's burn it. Everybody. Okay, South has been defeated. Nah, West has been defeated. Now the cool thing is, because everybody defeat theirs at the same time, you'll see all the other players coming in from all the various different sides. That is East right there, that's West right there, and that's North right there. So it's like a proper... This is a really fun meta to do, because, you know, when on a pug day, when there's no commanders or no guilds leading the meta, and everybody's just rushing against time to get it done, and when you finally get it done, you're like, oh, that's great. So this is a really fun meta. I like this a lot, Octavine, and it's quick too. It doesn't take a lot of time. It does take a lot of effort though. If one lane doesn't have a commander and people are just not waiting at all. So we're going down the hole here, and oh my god, my frame rates are dying. There's a lot of people on tonight. For those with the Exalted Gathering Mastery, you'll want to kill this boss right here, the Traitor, because you can loot from his chest. But for the rest of us, this is Treasure Island. Exalted Chest, you can start grabbing them here if you want. I usually go down and spend my keys on the better, bigger chests. The ones that says Greater or Grand. So do we have... Yep, we have a Grand one here. So this is a big, big one. Oh, checking in chat real quick. Squad message. DS South, 15-ish. Okay, so it's Dragon's Den next, which is my absolute favorite. Okay, checking in chat real quick. I haven't really checked in chat. Sorry, guys. We got ggmyster now. Says, hey, Adrian. Hey, ggmyster. What's up, man? He says, I like South Lane. I like... Well, to be fair, I like North Lane better for me because it's so simple. You just pick up the... You pick up the anti-vine spray thing and then you just spray it. So it's pretty easy to do. South is... I mean, if you have a lot of classes with knockback and stuff, it can move really, really fast. East is just a rolling fest. All you gotta do is just get on your... Pick up the bombs, get on your glider, and then just, you know... It's a really easy one. West is... You gotta become short mushrooms and bounce around to the side. And the trick is you die so fast when you become a tiny mushroom because you are the bomb and you're physically jumping to the vine to blow it up. So it's almost like... I think, yeah, West for me is the harder one. Who the hell put the aviator box there? That sucks. And now my whole screen has gone aviator. Aviator is this toy that you can buy in the store, and once you click on it, you go into this pilot stance and your whole screen changes and everything. That sucks. Somebody put the aviator box there, and now I can't see properly. Yeah, but there's a shit ton of chests for doing the Octavine meta. Okay, let's check in the chat some more. Solo Cutie says, I always go south because I'm afraid it'll fail otherwise. That's a good point. I mean, for players, you must be a really, really nice player in person, Solo Cutie, to go and help the south or wherever when they need it the most. A lot of players will be like, screw it, I'll just go east and I'll do it quickly and I'll get my thing done. For me, when I first started doing this, I was just doing this to see which one I hadn't done before in terms of achievements and whatever. But the more I did it, I think for me, North is my favorite. Now I'm keeping an eye on my right side of the screen to see if I get anything rare. Nothing yet so far. Thank God I turned the in-game volume down because my character's making plane flying pilot type noises that sucks. Oh, thank God. The color came back. ggmyster says, but I play a ranger with knockback. Yeah, that's great. Knockback is, I think knockback or pushes and knockbacks really help in that situation. Or pulls if you're on the other side, that really helps as well. Still no, like an ascended box or something would be great. Let me just check my inventory slots. I have, I still got some. Nothing great yet. But I have saved a lot of exalted keys from my first run through of Heart of Thorns, so I've got a lot of keys to burn. ggmyster says, what's the EVA guild? EVA is, they're called the Evergreen Royal Laurel Squad. I don't know what, I don't know what they're, what that is, but they've been around for a while apparently. Their leader is a guy called Patch Mogren or Trap Mogren, and they're all Aussie, so it's a great guild to join for metas and stuff. A few more chests, and then we'll head to Dragon Stand, and I will clear my inventory there because the dragon meta, oh, I love it so much. I'm hooked. I'm really hooked. And I don't have it on video. I don't have it on my channel. I don't have it in any of my streams, so it'll be nice to get that, especially in a coordinated strike, because I've recently done a Pug DS meta. Oh my god, it went to shits, and I'll tell you guys why in a sec. Because it really requires your group to have, number one, a commander who knows what he's doing, two, a group that can listen to instructions, and obviously DPS. Okay, so I've looted everything that I wanted to loot here in the Auric Basin VB meta. Let's now make our way to Dragon Stand and get ready there. Oh, I should really probably read squad chat too to see which lane we are going to. Meta starts in about 15 minutes or so, so I'll just go to DS first and then we'll figure it out. Because DS, let's just get there first. Damn it, what am I doing? Back to base camp. Alright. So DS, the whole map, when it closes and the battle against the dragon begins, the DS map meta is when players get to take on Madremoth. In the Heart of Thorns story, you get to fight the lieutenant. And that's where Air dies, obviously. And then, of course, at the end, the whole thing with Traherne, you know, the original pack leader, Traherne, shit happens to him and stuff. But you really get to take your revenge on Madremoth on the map meta. And you can see Northern Assault, once it closes in 15 minutes, things gets really fun. So with this map, it's really about 3 different lanes. You're fighting your way down to the dragon. This is the dragon's domain. This is where Madremoth is going to hang out. Now what's going to happen here is this map requires 3 commanders with a squad of, you know, to be, I don't know, honestly, I think 20 people will be ideal for each lane. And here's a lane. This is the north lane right here. This is the middle lane. Then this is the south lane. Now all 3 squads and all 3 commanders will be making their way, you know, escorting the packed troops and pack our ammunitions and important people down. And all these waypoints are basically checkpoints where the NPCs will set up camp, and then the squad has to go out and do side missions to add to your total meta progression. Because the way Guild Wars 2 works is every map will have a participation percentage, you know, which moves the tier forward along where you get good reward and loot. So you'll ensure that your squad does every little event that happens along the way. And every interval here and here, there's going to be a big vine thing coming out that we have to get rid of. And then each of the 3 squads will come down to the Blighted Towers. This is where pugs usually go to shits, because what happens is you're going to split your squad into a DPS boss squad and then the rest of the squad will go in a NASCAR merry-go-round, killing vine tenders and preservers that are required, you know, so that they don't respawn the boss or something like that. There's pods that we have to destroy too. So a lot of coordination is required, and once all that's done, again, like AB, the 3 squads will emerge here, and we'll all get onto these floating islands to fight the dragon. This, in my opinion, is Guild Wars 2's best map meta. I've done a bunch, including some of the new Path of Fire ones, and I gotta say, in terms of fun, in terms of, I don't know, exhilaration, and the feeling of big participation, I would say the Dragon Stand meta is definitely right up there. Oh boy. I just hope that the whole guild gets on the same map. I hope. Yeah, I see Trap here. This lady here. Natsumi's here. Oh, lady's playing the harp again, or the lute. I was on earlier and she was doing a rendition of what's it called? Concerning Hobbits. So let's request that. Okay, meantime, checking in on chat real quick. Solo Cutie says, wow, that's quality armor. Thanks. Yes, that's what happens when you go talk to the vendor over there. Like, you talk to the vendor, and, you know, one of them randomly say, that's quality armor. And then the 3 of them there will be like, thanks. We got Wiga chat. Hey, Wiga, good morning. And good evening. Oh, I didn't get a chance to say this. Happy 4th of July, Americans. Yeah, I know, I'm like, what, 2 days late now? But that's your Independence Day, so.
I was never here. Got that?
What do you guys do on Independence Day? Oh, there it is. Concerning Hobbits. This is Guild Wars 2's music system for this. Is expensive. That is a loot. And the thing is, like other games that have music system, for example, Lord of the Rings Online, the music stuff are cheap and free and you don't really require anything. ABC files are everywhere. But if you want to play music in Guild Wars 2, you need to buy it from the gem store. This is where it's at. A musical harp for 800 gems. You got a bass guitar, 800 gems. There's the lute, 800 gems. Like, I'm never gonna spend 800 gems on music, man. So that's why when there's somebody out here that's playing music, I'm like, yeah, great, please. By all means, you do it. I'll just listen.
Cannot be fought.
No free samples.
Okay, that is that. Now, I mean, I've turned down my names, but how many players are on the map? Oh yeah, we got a shit ton. We should be fine. Again, I think the ideal thing is for each lane to have about 20 or plus, like pugs will... Because usually when I've been playing over the last week, after finishing episode 3, and when I do this on pugs, usually it's like 10 a lane during lunchtime for me, and I'm like, oh my god, we're never gonna make it, and true enough, we never make it. So, I'm hoping that the Aussie prime time is gonna be great, because my squad... I don't even know what lane we're in.
I'm busy. See that anvil over there?
Checking in chat. Wiga says, barbecue and alcohol and fireworks many times all at once. Ooh, I may have drunkenly burned myself this year. How did that happen, Wiga? I've never I'm trying to think of how you'd burn yourself on during barbecue, but hey, you're drunk. Anything can happen. But yeah, that's cool. Happy 4th again to all you Americans. When I port this over to YouTube, you guys, this will be like the first video you guys watch from me in a week. So, oh well. Drink responsibly.
Buying something?
10 minutes. What am I gonna do for 10 minutes? Let's how's my bags? I've got 1 slot free. Yeah, I really need to do some inventory management here. Salvage everything, and then we'll just sell a bunch of stuff. Hang in there, chat. I'm gonna do some real quick inventory management, and I'll get back to you guys in chat. Should I pick up all these chests too? Yeah, let's pick up all these chests. That AB Auric base in meta was worth 200,000 XP. This is 93,000 XP. So in total, if you're a new player and you're wondering what's the quickest way to get experience points to spend on your HoT masteries, I would say do the metas. Do them in that order when you can. Just find people who run them.
Wow.
You start off Tangled Depths, we do the Grant, and then you go to AB, you do Octavine, and you come here to DS and you do the Dragon one. You go back to AB and you do Octavine again, and then you head on to Verdant Brink to do the nighttime meta. Now the Verdant Brink one is going to be a real pain in the ass, because in all my time prior to this week, when I've gone to Verdant Brink to do the nighttime meta, nobody does it beyond tier 1 and 2. No one. That is 1 year of me playing Guild Wars 2 heavily since my review that I've never seen people get together and organize themselves the way that EVA does, and hopefully I'll be around if and when we do go to VB. But these guys are so organized that it's almost always a 200% participation tier 4. Which is like incredible. It's the first time I've actually seen it happen, because I've never been a part of you know, just a random map that people just thought, okay guys, let's organize and let's go get a 200% participation tier 4. Never happened. In fact, people will only go deliver supplies to get one outpost to like a tier 1, and that is it. So it's like, nobody cares. Okay, now that my inventory is sorted, and yeah, you just saw me sell all my runes, because I can't. Those runes, I wish Guild Wars 2 has a way for you to get rid of, like, you're gonna be deconstructing a lot of things. For new players who are wondering, inventory management in Guild Wars 2 can be a pain in the ass if you don't have the bags, if you don't have one of these store-bought deconstructor salvaging things. Otherwise, if you don't buy one of these things, you'll be using manually bought kits that consumes every time you use them. So you'll get a lot of green runes that I wish Guild Wars 2 had an easier way to dispose of, you know, by having something that eats all the runes to create a rare version, like maybe consume 50 runes to make one superior rune or something like that. I mean, just convenient stuff like that. Because I've seen them, they already have items like that where you can feed it, you know, random stuff and get something in return. I'd like to see that for runes. Because with runes, you can't deconstruct runes. Okay, check in chat real quick. I'm interested to know how Wigga burned herself in the barbecue. Solo Cutie says Dragon's Den was supposed to have a 4th lane in the north, but it got cut before release. You can easily break out of the map with mounts now and explore it. That's a good thing. Like, I've only... The first few times I've done this, it was all about learning the maps, because well, don't tell anybody, but yeah, I'm learning how to command one of these lanes, because this is quickly becoming one of my favorite things to do. But let's see here. Is the remnants of that 4th lane still in here? Because this is originally the north lane right here. I mean, I can see them having this line that goes out there. So maybe they plan on making the map bigger. Maybe? I don't know.
See that anvil over there?
Of all the 3 lanes, north is my favorite. for some reason. That's 2 now. So in AB, North Octavine is my favorite, and now in DS, the North Lane is my favorite. I've got to think about the North because I am a Stark at heart. So now that was random, but I am a big fan of the Starks, obviously. It's Game of Thrones, so it all fits. But that's some really good info. Thank you, Solo Cutie. Solo Cutie says it's very empty though. ggmyster says you can shadow the dragon. The dragon will blast everyone in 5 minutes. So what happens in 5 minutes now? If you are a new player and if you're not mounted up in this phase, you will get insta one shot when the map loads into the meta. So what happens is there's going to be a cutscene, which we will see very soon, and then everybody else will go into the meta map. If you're not on a mount, you'll be downed. So this is why I recommend getting on a mount, and that's why you'll see everybody on your mounts. Anyway, I'm gonna get on my beetle real quick. Yeah, again, those of you they'll be watching this on YouTube when I import this over. I've got the beetle, and I'll be talking a lot more about it in my review for episode 3. And just as a recap, there's things I like about it, there's things I hate about it. I've already talked about this during the first meta that we did earlier in the stream, but one of my biggest things about this is it takes 10 seconds before it becomes useful, compared to like the Raptor and other mounts. Okay, let's see. ggmyster says you can burn yourself when you have sambuca and coffee bean, then light the alcohol. Why would anybody do that? That's crazy. Okay. Arson tips from ggmyster. Noted. I will try that the next time I go to Coffee Bean. Although alcohol might get me kicked out of the shop. Vika says, lol, mishandled a sparkler? You got burned by a sparkler on the 4th of July. My. I will not forget that. That's funny. ggmyster says, a sparkler, that's an anticlimax firework. Sparklers, don't judge me. I think sparklers are for kids. I'm sorry, Wiga, but sparklers are for toddlers that are aged like 6 and below. Real fireworks are like the big ones. Like over here in Malaysia, almost every festival season we do get a bunch of fireworks, and the Chinese wins. I think the Chinese New Year, you know, they hang all these fireworks like in a dynamite kind of ammunition belt, and then they just light them up and you'll just see them blow up from bottom to top, and it's really loud and it's pretty awesome to watch. ggmyster says that EVA Guild's website is offline. No matter, here you guys, those of you in my part of the world, if you guys want to join EVA, send a tell to this guy here. I'm gonna hover over this dude's name for a sec. Trapmogren.7369. I think he's one of the leaders in the guild. Go ahead and send him a message. I mean, these guys are pretty active all the time doing metas and stuff, and that's how I met this guys, because usually Guild Wars 2 is pretty empty in my prime time, so I usually get on the mornings and play in the morning when the North American crowd are more active, you know, for me to do anything in the meta. And I was just telling Wiga a couple of days ago, I was struggling on the episode 2 area, which is the Sandswept Isles. I was trying to go for my backpack. You know, Sandswept Isles, once you complete the story there, it's going to reward you the Olmacan Bandolier. You start off with the green 20 slot, and then you can upgrade by doing a collection achievement meta to get it to rare, then exotic, and then finally ascended, which is what this 32 back slot is. I was just telling Wig I was struggling to get this done because there's nobody on the map, you know, when it came lunchtime for me, so it's like, no one's doing the meta. It's not just the specimen chamber meta, it's also the storms, the gathering storms one. One minute, y'all. 1 minute. I still don't know what lane. Jet. I may have missed squad message because I'm talking in stream chat, so. DS South, no! South lane. I don't like south lane. Damn it. So patch is down there. That's where we're going. We're going south. South's not my favorite. North is, but oh well. I mean, I can obviously just go change to the North Commander, which is still a guildie, Natsumi. But it's okay. We'll do south. I'm okay. I'm cool with south. Okay, checking. Wiga says, in my defense. Uh-oh. Here we go. It's starting. And watch everybody on the floor die because they did not mount up. And there's gonna be a bunch. This is a funny part. There you go. Bunch of dead people there who we will not res because the waypoint is right here. Okay, so we're heading south. Let's go south. So all the lanes will have their base camps, which is where they want to rendezvous with their squad commanders. And before we head out, we're gonna do some, simple events. Okay, here we go. Squad message: only 8 do leyline collection. Everybody else on defend. There's gonna be an escort, so I'll be on escort. Oh boy, here we go. I just hope that my internet can handle the lag. Yep, I was definitely lagging there. I didn't see anything happening. I saw my damage numbers going up, but I didn't see any of the mobs moving. So I'm like, shit. If I DC, that would suck because it would take me out of this map, and then it'll put me on an emptier map, even though I'm in the squad. So I hope I do not DC. All right, let's check in chat. Meantime, Wiga says, in my defense, I was saving my 3-year-old niece from holding it by... Oh, okay. Wiga did the heroic thing by grabbing the lit part of the sparkler to save her niece, which is a heroic thing. I will no longer embarrass you with that story. Even though you got burned by a sparkler, that's still funny, but yeah, it's a noble cause. And the reason I hate South Lane is because more chucks. These things are like the Guild Wars 2's version of Starship Troopers. You know, those bugs? I hate bugs. And I hate bugs like that look like these. So I try and avoid them where possible. But sometimes unavoidable. So what are we doing here? We are going to collect leyline stuff. And we're going to have to deliver it. So I'm going to pick up the energy. Except I can't get to it. Whoever gets to it first will get it. There you go. And of course, your contribution matters. The thing is with this one, you will want to pick it up and then go do like a mini jumping puzzle to go up and deliver the leyline stuff. Oh, there we go. I'm going to pick one. Okay, watch me go. So what happens is you pick up a leyline energy and you hit the bouncing mushrooms and you got to go up and deliver this. And it's a long way up. And on every tier, there's going to be chucks that just want to kick your ass. Shit. No. Get out of my face, Chuck. I'm only doing this for the contribution, really, because I want it to tick. There you go. Rada Nova's computer. Yes, got one. And I'm about to die. You will not take me alive. Phew. Got out of that. Alright, let's chill somewhere and let somebody else pick up the slack. Alright, ggmyster says lol at Wiga. Solo Cutie says mostly northwest. And we're talking about the fourth lane that DS apparently had but was cut out. ggmyster says I bought a set of wireless gaming headphones for 250 Oz. Whoa. What were they? What brand was that? 250 Oz. That's sort of like a Steel Series. Was that a Steel Series headphones or? I'll take that. Thank you. I did the hard work of breaking that open. Another good wireless headphone brand that I can think of is what's the other one? I forgot the brand, but it's HyperX. I think that's the name of the series, but it's not the brand. Kingston? No. Something Cloud HyperX or whatever. And of course this Razer, but a lot of people don't like Razer because they think it's a portal. Thank you, Mesmer. Or I think that's a portal. It's a portal, but it's not for me because I can't use it. So down we go to get one more ley line canister. So while all this is happening, the other groups and other players all around are doing things for their squads. So mid lane is doing their thing, north lane's doing their thing, and depending on what lane you do, it's going to be a different activity. So if you're a new player, you're wondering, there's going to be some replayability to the DS meta if you've never done it for the first time. You get done with one lane, then you come back in about 2 hours to do another lane and see what their little side quest is all about. Now the thing is, with pugs, you'll get a lot of people that just AFK through this part because it's busy work, it's not fun. But it's really fun when you have a squad that everybody's participating in because, you know, it's a community thing, it's a guild thing, an alliance thing, and it's really, really fun that way. Come on, guys, one more ley line. Who's got it? One more, come on. One more, and we can all go back to base camp. And done. So I'll just wait for a bit. 15 seconds, and then we'll hit back to base camp. And then, as you can see, per the meta here, it's 1 out of 2. So once we get to 2 out of 2, we're done. And then we're ready to head out to get to the first vine. Boom. And if you participate, that's worth 26 or 29,000 XP, depending on your XP bonus. So back to base camp we go, and we're ready to head out. Now the thing about all those side quests is, per the map story, you know, you're helping various different races. So against the fight of Modromoth, all the races are here. Asuras, even the Skrit are here. Who else? The Hylac, the Exalted. So all these side quests is about getting their favor to lend you some decent stuff. So by doing that, we've just unlocked a Golem, which now one of the players can go and use a Golem suit to help in the next phase of the fight. Whereas on the north side, helping the Exalted, you can then borrow that Exalted armor for the next phase of the fight too. And we'll come to a point where all 3 lanes are doing the same thing. We're beating down this big vine that needs to be killed. The one thing is that, you know, with a lot of these HoT metas, there's a lot of waiting in between, which can be a pain in the butt. And the similar thing, there's a lot of waiting for other lanes, because once we get to the tower, the entrance of the tower, and if we're the first one here, we can't get in until all the other lanes do what they need to do. Ooh, Champion Thornheart. This thing needs to go, and usually this thing needs to go first, because it spews a lot of bombs when its CC bar is up. And if it gets too close to these NPCs here that we're supposed to escort to the gate, and if they die, pack morale goes down, which is not good for participation and not good overall. So in terms of mobs in each lane, there's always going to be priority kills. Those things there, those big slow lumbering things is one, and then there's going to be elite Modrum stalkers, which in 3, that you really want to get rid of, because they can just mow down an entire squad of players if they're not killed down fast enough. Okay, we are waiting to go. Here we go, stalkers right here. Stalkers came early, so let's get rid of them. Damn it. Set my traps down and they got punted back. Riders incoming, says Commander. Cavalier riders, I assume. So that is the big vine thing up there that we need to get rid of before we move on to the next phase of the lane. But we've already got our golem up there. There's a player in that golem suit taking down mobs. Holy shit. That's not cool. Because once we lose that golem, it's gone. Like, we're never gonna get another one. So he pretty much took it upon himself to like go and clear the path. Doesn't matter though, because they will respawn anyway. That's the other Cavalier. Okay, during all this, I get to like chill for a bit and check in on chat, and I'll talk to you guys in chat real quick. I just want to make sure that I am helping my squad as much as I can. Because the thing with EVA is, even though these guys take up a lot of pugs, they really aim for the best. So we usually try and get this down to like a 30-minute, I think, because we aim to kill Madromoth on the first mechanic. The Madromoth fight has this thing where players can stun him by picking up bombs and gliding over the Madromoth's head. We usually kill it on the first time. Pugs usually take 2 stun phases to kill Madromoth. EVA usually takes 1, which is pretty impressive. Okay, vine tenders are things that heal this big thing, and they'll be spawning in 2 locations. I'm not familiar with the south. I know exactly where they spawn in the north. Okay, so we've escorted the troops to this big vine here, and now what they'll do is they'll get rid of the shield, and then we can start DPSing this thing. As soon as the shield is down, we can start DPSing. Hang in there, chat. I'll get to you in a sec. This is a really important phase that I don't want to take my eye off. Come on, blow it up. Blow it up. Okay, here we go. Modern Spitfire, 90%. Ooh, wow, shit. Snipers, man. You see this red lines in the floor? Freaking snipers. Okay, vine tenders have now spawned. That's where we want to go. We want to get rid of those tenders because they will protect the big vines. So these guys need to go ASAP. Having golem suits here are great because these guys take a lot of the pain of dealing with elite and champion mobs while the rest of the players are doing the mechanics. Okay, that's 1 down, 2 down. Now we go back to the big Spitfire here and we start DPSing. And if we're real lucky, we can burn this guy right now so we do not spawn another set of vine tenders. Let's go. In the meantime, we've got all the other trash mobs to deal with. 2%, boom, done. He's dead. Now what's going to happen is we're going to set up a base camp here, and now the players will spread up and do the smaller events as well. So this is the only time I get to take a break and read chat, so let's go ahead and read chat. ggmyster says, I can make coffee and cook when listening to stream. Nice. I mean, my speakers are loud enough that if I'm in the kitchen doing something, I'll just turn up my volume to like 100, and I can hear whatever's playing in my room from my kitchen, so I don't have a I don't need wireless for that. Okay, so what am I doing? Pets rescued or escort the Dolyak? Ooh, what do I want to do? I think I'll go down and help some pets. Now, some of these side quests will require players to have the Chuck Poison Mastery, which is on the Heart of Thorns, Nunok Lore, Alchemy. So this one lets you go into areas where the poison is overwhelming. So I don't think this area is the one that has poison. I think the one I'm thinking about is in the north side or the north lane. That one has an area where poison mastery is needed. I don't think this is one of them. So we're gonna spread out and look for pets. Okay, check it in chat. I think. Hang in chat. Hang in there. I just want to make sure I get my participation up. so that if and when I do have to stop and look at chat, I'm not missing out. Where are you guys going? I'm just following my guildie here. Where are you going, Rob Light? Of course, you can use your mounts and do your own exploration. I mean, if I zoom into the minimap, I'll probably see the icon for the pets that I need to save. Okay, this one up ahead. Griffins are not the best things to deal with down here. Ah, up there. I see one. No, that's above. Damn these chuck tunnels. I hate the chuck. I hate underground tunnels and I hate shitty places like this. Oh, it's right here. It was right here. Yeah, I should have done the other one. I should have done the other event. See, I got a bronze. Damn it. 13,000 XP for that. Now, all around the DS map, you'll see noxious pods. These things can be opened by using machetes. And machetes are kind of like keys that you can get from the vendors. Or by completing events in DS, the rewards will be machetes as well. So, ooh, pick up your flex. Flex are selling really good on the auction house right now. Even if you don't use flex. 6 to 8 volunteers hit forward to delay mobs. Thank you. I think I'll do that. That gives me an opportunity to check in a chat. Hope it doesn't matter. All local events successful. Return to camp. Now, usually in the map chat, these guys will start flexing their muscles and... Oh, North Lane already at the second spit. Oh, Central Lane already at the gates. This is a race. Where it becomes more of a pain in the ass is during the Blighted Towers. Because, like I said, all 3 towers need to get it done right. Kill their commanders. So that we can all enter. Or else, one lane, the fastest lane, is going to go in circles. Killing all the mobs over and over and over again. Waiting for the other lanes to get it done. This is where pugging this meta is a real piece of crap, because some of them have been real terrible. Like, just because their lane isn't listening or whatever, everybody rage quit, the commander rage quit. So people who have done the other 2 lanes or whatever have to send members up to the lane that messed up to get it done. And then by then, it's already taken so much time that when the oh shit, too much talking, not paying attention. This thing's gotta go. Full burn, says the commander. I am getting full burned. Man, those snipers at the end. Motherfuck. I hate modern snipers, man. They're such a pain in the butt. These rate things on the line that they leave behind, especially these veteran ones and the champion ones, they hurt really, really bad. Okay, let's check in the chat some more. Wigo says to ggmyster, since my headset broke, I'm thinking of using that as an excuse to get a wireless headset. Go for it. You know what, because my computer, like everything, dealing with wires suck, especially when you want to move around and everything, so I really, really want a wireless headset, but they're really, really pricey. What I want to do, I want to turn off player names so I can see better. I just want to see my squad. Champion, Blade Dancer. Oh, we got Stalkers in there. Stalkers need to go. As I said, if these guys are left unchecked, they can burn through your entire squad in seconds, these guys. Is the audio okay and everything? Is anything too loud? It's been like 3 weeks since my last stream. It almost feels like I'm doing this for the first time again. I hope everything's alright. You guys. Alright, scrolling down and chat some more. ggmyster says, it's good because you can use Discord and walk around the apartment. That sounds great. Like, I hardly ever use Discord, ever. So, I've got Discord on my phone, but that's just to check messages, really. Man, that champion stalker just took out 3 players. All dead. Where are the golems? Bring up the golems. Alright, more chat. Solo Cutie says south is the best. Glad you feel that way. North is the best for me. I mean, that's because I've done it so many times now. And I'm training to lead a north lane, so I kind of prefer it by virtue of how familiar I am with that lane. Wiga says, I didn't know mounts could save you from that one shot. Yeah, me too, until I got yelled at. Just like, get out of your mount, 10 seconds. I'm like, okay, we'll do. Oh, here we go. I just wasted that. My number 5 skill, which is for extra DPS. Okay. Tender incoming. No champion mortem guard. I don't know why we target. Oh, there we go. One down, any more? Dead. We only had one Vine Tender. Okay, now, more events. I think I'm gonna sit this one out, or just run around. I'll just follow my commander around, and I'll check it in chat. Okay, scrolling down some more. Sorry guys, I'm late. I'm catching up on chat. Oh no, what's this? Angry beetle battle? Sure. Oh, we gotta pacify the beetles now, right? Because beetles are gonna be used as our battering rams once we get to the gate. So we have to go find beetles and whack them. And this is an area where you will need the Nunok Poison Mastery. You'll see other players get in here, and then you'll see them die because they do not have the mastery. Okay, this one's been pacified. Like this furl over that, this guy's about to go. No, he doesn't have the mastery, so there isn't a point rezzing him anyway. Sorry. Ouch. I'll put it back so bad. Usually commanders will tell you, okay, those with poison mastery follow me down here or whatever. So unfortunately, people that don't read chat or don't have their map or squad chat turned on, they will not see that. Okay, that's a pacified beetle. Come on, beetle. Get pacified. Join the fight. Okay, that one's done. We're barely halfway. Okay, while I'm pounding away this guy, let's check in on chat. ggmyster says, I started the collection for the Griffin Mount in Guild Wars 2, but I kind of stopped because I needed the group for the facet. Oh, the legendary facet. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna need a group. Definitely gonna need a group for that. Those things, like, when Path of Fire was brand new, people were running them all. I mean, it's the same with most collections. If you're doing it, right when the expansion launched, it's really, really easy. Now I'm not even sure if those legendary facet is Crystal Desert, am I right? The Crystal Oasis. So I'm not even sure if I mean, if you're on American Prime Time, you should find people. Group 2, that's the one that's not doing poison, or I'm going to be moving to the gate already. Damn, this beetle thing, it really needs a bunch of people. Then again. Okay, trained beetle, angry beetle. Oh my god. About to go. Because there's an elite shock in here. Oh, hang in there, Zach. I gotcha. Getting hit. Okay, one more beetle. I think 3 more beetles and we're done here. I can't wait to get out. I hate this area. I hate the chalk. I hate everything about tunnels and chalks. Trap's back. Come on, beetles. I mean, this tunnel goes further in, so I'm just looking at the same area. Let's go in deeper in, maybe? No? Nada. 3 minutes. We've got 3 minutes. I'm just bouncing around. All I want to do is check chat before we move on. Because the next phase is going to be hard to check in and chat at all. Because the blighted towers are coming. Okay, check it in chat. Solo Cutie says, what do you think about the recent Guild Wars 2 controversy on Twitter? Ah, I was afraid this would come up, Solo Cutie. Alright, so for a background, here's what happened. Over the last couple of days, a Guild Wars 2 dev, I will not name names, I mean it's public knowledge now, you probably see it everywhere, was having this discussion about narratives in MMORPGs, and one of the ArenaNet partners, part of the same program that I was in, just started a friendly conversation on Twitter, just telling her, hey, you know what, I think, you know, such and such would improve as well, especially when it comes to the living world story and yada yada. But this developer, unfortunately, for some reason, saw that as a personal attack and just went really, really crazy with the response. And that took all of us by surprise. And it got publicized everywhere. Another partner also said something in defense of the partner that just gave genuine, non-controversial or, you know, feedback. And he got shot down too. And then a second developer misunderstood the whole situation and you know, tried to defend this first developer on Twitter. And it just became a shitstorm. And unfortunately, those two developers have now been let go from ArenaNet. They're no longer part of the company. And that surprised me because I know one of them was involved in the narrative of Guild Wars 2 in terms of the story writing for the living world. So I don't know how this affects the story moving forward. But ArenaNet as a company has clear values that they stand by. And, you know, attacking the player base and the customers and your fans and friends from just having a casual discussion about something, I don't know. ArenaNet didn't tolerate it. For me, that all that happened when I was asleep, because that happened during, I think, lunchtime America, which is like 2-3 a.m. in the morning for me. So I was asleep when this whole thing went down. But the next morning I woke up and, you know, I was reading through everything. And I'm like, what the heck happened? So two things really where I stand on what happened is, look, about what's said, or the developer, that person's point of view is the person's point of view. Everybody has a right to an opinion, but when you are part of a company that has clauses and you know, stuff of how to talk to your player base and whatever, if you don't stand by that, then that's not cool. And apparently this developer did it multiple times to multiple people over the years, so this is not like a one-time thing. Apparently this dev has been really brutal to people in general on Twitter. So a lot of commentators are saying that this person got exactly what they deserve. For me, when somebody loses their job at a company, it's never anything to be happy about or whatever, but you know, that's ArenaNet's stance, and I don't work for ArenaNet. They have their own way of doing things, and we'll stand by it. What we can take away from this as a gaming community is, you know, just be nice to one another. You know, opinion and feedback, we just take it as it is. It's opinion and feedback. Just use that however you will. But if you feel like you've been personally attacked, then just clarify the situation and move on. But then again, we are in the age of the internet where shit happens on a daily basis almost. So yeah, that's really interesting, because, you know, controversies like this, I see it happen to so many other games, but rarely for Guild Wars 2. So this was like a shock for me. I was like, what the hell? Okay, instructions are coming from the squad. We are now at the Blighted Towers. No, we're not at the Blighted Towers. Yeah, we are at the Blighted Towers. Okay, so what happens here? Oh, Wait, are we the first? Yeah, we're the first. No, North is already there. And then mid is escorting the Rs to the tower. We're already here. So as soon as the mid lane get to their tower, we're going in. So in 2 minutes, if they don't hit the tower, we're gonna get attacked, which kind of sucks. So in a pod situation, you'll always find players lacking behind, or one lane is missing the numbers or whatever, and then, you know, we'll have to make up for it. Okay, checking in on chat real quick. Wigo says, oh, I hated that. I had to hang around where it spawns for like 2 days before I found a group before I got that. Oh, you guys talking about the legendary facet? Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. Okay, so what happens here? I'm in group 2. I'm in group 1. So basically, group 1, we are killing the preservers, and then we're gonna bang on these pods, and then we're gonna go in a merry-go-round. Whereas group 2, and you can see this is squad number 2, they are in charge of taking on the boss in the middle there, legendary Axe Master Harith. So the thing is, for that legendary Axe Master to take damage, all these preservers and all these pods need to go. So group 1's job as a Zerg is to go around in a full circle and keep killing these preservers. Oh shit, calm, what just happened? Well, that's some funny shit. But we're basically going forward with this, and we're gonna head to the next preserver, and they will respawn, as I said. So group 1 is just a basic NASCAR. It's a NASCAR race. You just going around and kill stuff and keep doing it. And the thing is, if you're a new player, if you die in this little grind fest here, no one's gonna pick you up. We cannot afford to pick you up, because there's going to be so much mob spawning that there's just simply no time to stop and pick people up. So if you die, the waypoint is very nearby, just right on back. So all these arrows that the commanders put down, this is where the preservers will spawn. So we're just waiting for it to spawn right now, and then we'll start beating on them before we move on to the next pod. Come on, preserver. Shit, we're fast. Well, I guess we've got so many in the Zerg line that we can actually afford to kill the the mobs that spawn. Oh, there we go. Onwards. And the thing is, you know, anybody wondering, why can't you mount up and move around faster? The thing is, once you start attacking those pods and once you get beaten up like this, you rarely get out of combat stance to even get on a mount. Oh shit, sniper. As soon as you notice your health going down that fast, that's usually a sniper. So, oh my god, he got me. So, best thing to do here is for me to die, honestly. So I hope somebody kills me, or I can passively increase my health like what I'm doing right now, and hopefully none of the mobs take notice of me. Man, sniper, if I get up right now, I'll be shocked. No, he saw me. God damn, I was so close to getting up. Okay, so I'm now dead because I stood in sniper's fire. I'm porting back to the waypoint. And now that I'm out of combat, I can get on my mount and get straight back into the Zerg. So new players watching, nobody's going to wait for you. Nobody's going to pick you up. If you die, don't expect a rest. Just come back, rejoin your squad. Don't be the fat kid. Don't be the one that people are going to scoff at for just lying dead there, because if you're in a pug group, every DPS counts. Trust me, in this part of the meta, every piece of DPS is going to be so important. And it's one of the lamest map chat excuses I saw was, oh, I don't want a waypoint because I'll take, you know, repair damage or whatever. Big freaking deal. Woohoo. Like you freaking pay for repairs. You don't. I mean, your health just goes down for a bit, but really, just retreat, get back. Okay, I'm getting pounded on here. Oh my god, sniper fire. I hate snipers. Have I said I hate snipers yet tonight? Okay, preserver's dead. Move on. So usually mesmers are great here because they give you exactly that speed boost thing. Guardians are great too because I can have my retreat shot, but I did not trait for that because I'm a lazy swine. So I'm just, oh, holy shit, all lanes done. We didn't wait on anybody. This is what a coordinated map guild group can do. That was super quick, which is great. Now comes the big fight. Now comes the Modromoth fight, which is great. Come on, get out of combat. There's going to be a repair thing up here as well. South defends the pale whitish islands, says the commander. Okay, so pale whitish islands. I'll go there, I'll stand there, and then I'll check in chat. Hang on, chat. I'll catch up to you, I promise. So... this fight, if you don't have updraft mastery for gliding, it's going to be a real pain in the butt. Pale whitish islands. That's these three. So south will take these three islands. The mid lane will take the three brownish islands. And then the north lane usually takes the three green islands at the back. And it's all numbered. You can't see it right now, but there's going to be NPCs on the island. Basically, all the people that... all the characters that have joined you in the fight against the dragon, they're all here. So even Wiga, your favorite Quaggan, is on the far end over there. Okay, so here comes... oh, holy shit. Am I getting the hit? I'm getting the hit. Here comes Modromoth. Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the dragon. This is what the fuss is about in Heart of Thorns. So we are attacking this guy. All in on fakes, burn fakes, bloops, heavy DPS is the instruction. Oh, oh, island turn red, get off. Or everybody's gonna die like that. Do not be that person. If you see the island getting red, get the F off. Wow, we lost a lot of people there. Well, Commander, your DPS is just like the four of us. That's one of the that's a funny thing. No one's gonna pick you up, damn it. So if you die here, the waypoint is right there. All you gotta do is just glide back. So those guys are attacking his body, and the head is on over at that island. So it's basically, it shifts and changes into different phases. And then there's going to be ley energy pods that come on the island as well. And yeah, lots of things to explain, which I'm just going to bypass that and talk to you guys in chat. Alright, scrolling down, ggmyster says, yeah, Steel Series, nice, good choice. Steel Series is one of the best brands out there. Nix says, Razer mouse is giving me issues too. Irresponsive mouse clicks. Yeah, me too, man. I think my Razer mouse is getting old, and I need to get that replaced. ggmyster says, I use a Logitech G700. Had it for years, no problem. Okay, flowers are coming. Here we go. Shit, there's nobody on this island. Come on, guys. Oh, there we go. Back up. I got 3 guildies on here. Everybody else is watching the fight there. Hello? Hey, turn around. Turn around, we got a pod. The thing is, this Modromoth fight gives a lot of people a reason to go AFK. Because there's a lot of waiting in between. Here you want to mount up too, because there's going to be random Drake Wyvern flybys where if you're on the ground you'll get one-shotted, so being on a mouth. Oh. Ooh. Okay, so this is the stun bomb phase. You pick up a bomb, and we're going to go glide or fly to where the head is, and usually it's RNG, so this is a shit spawn because the bombs are all the way back in that island, and the head is all the way in that island, so it's a really far travel. And if the bombs were nearer, we could probably kill him in this phase. Unfortunately, I do not think that's going to happen. It depends on how many players are on bombs. So you want to get up here, wait for him to attack, and drop the bomb. Come on, drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Okay, there we go. So now that I've dropped the bomb, I'm coming down for DPS. Let's go. Usually what people say is, you know, you don't break the break bar, the CC bar. Don't do it until the third bite. But usually you'll see a lot of people with passive CC. Oh, look at his health go. You guys can't see it, I think, because my big Jerem Adrian's on the way. Get him down to 6% and we win. Can we do it on the first phase? Holy shit, we got him. Yes. Oh, forgot about this part. We got him. I'm gonna die here if I don't make it in time. Get up! Oh, thank God. We got it. Yeah, we got it. People are debating that in chat. We didn't get it? I'm pretty sure we got it. Shit, we didn't get it! Well, I thought we did. Too much. I think we burned through the CC too fast. It should have only been on the 3rd phase, but like I said, a lot of people have passive CC in their normal attacks. Oh shit, that's why you be on your mount. If I wasn't on my Griffin there, I would have been dead. Because of those damn flybys. Damn it, I was so sure we got him that phase. Okay, let's check it on chat now. GMR says, do you just go DPS Guardian for Manos, or do you try and have meditations and support? I just do DPS, and then when I feel like it, I usually go into my second build, which is Firebrand, for support. Usually I'm in Fire... Oh, we got it. There was just some soft DPS on the head, on the body. We got it. Okay, I'm gonna up the volume here. Dragon just committed suicide. But yeah, ggmyster, I usually run Firebrand in World vs. World because the build that I use is really awesome for supporting my Zerg. But in the open world, usually I'll just run Greatsword. Greatsword power. Look at all these dead people. No res for you. Yeah, that's a little mean, but hey. Little fancy Griffin riding. And up we go to the chest. And then I can check it in chat. Sorry guys, this has been an exhilarating... I mean, with this meta, streaming this meta is going to be so hard to check in chat real quick. Let's loot the chest. So that's the Modromov chest at the end here. Please give me anything good. Should have said that in full before I looted this thing. Guild Heroes banner, thank you, OCX. And what usually happens now is people will go and hunt the treasure mushroom here. So there's going to be treasure mushrooms appearing on the map now. And if you have the mastery, what's it called? Stealth detection, you can find hidden treasure mushrooms. So there's one there. Oh, 19%. No, wait, you wait for me. This one just gives you extra XP, and if it's the first time you're killing this today, it's gonna be a bag as well. So that's a bag there for me. So every lane will have a secret treasure mushroom in addition to all these noxious pods. If you want to open them, you can open them. I am just gonna open a few, and then I'm gonna head on to the central lane. Let's go get the next treasure mushroom. Okay, scrolling down some more. Letalia. Sorry if I get your name wrong, but Letalia. Sorry if I'm getting to your chat late. Just forgot the pod. Yes. Wait, are you talking about the noxious loot pods, or are you talking about killing the preserver pods? Because the way ABBA does it is group 2, the boss group, will be the ones to kill the pod, while group 1, the Zerg group, will just go around ignoring the pod. But if you meant those noxious loot pods, I usually go around getting them all. But tonight, you know what? I can afford to not pick up a few. I'll just save my machetes for the next run. And I do have the backspace though. GT Marshall says, "Get that contribution up, Adrian." Yeah, hopefully. That's what I've done. Lysithia says, "It's easy today. Crystal Desert bounties are dailies." Oh yeah, that's right, ggmyster. If you wanted the legendary, I think the dailies, when you have to go back to like Crystal Desert to kill a bounty, you'll definitely see a lot of people doing the bounties, like legendaries and stuff like that as well. We got Professor Kaken. He says, "What chat are you reading from?" I'm reading from the Twitch chat, good sir. Unless if you meant me reading squad chat. Squad chat is hidden behind my webcam right now. Unless you guys want to see my squad chat. He says, "Wait, what happened? Oh my god, that escalated quick." Letalia says, "It doesn't. They have a lot of narrative people in teams." Oh wow, I'm so behind on chat. Sorry. Okay, this is regarding the ArenaNet developer that got laid off because of an altercation that happened on Twitter with a couple of ArenaNet partners. I said that, you know, this person was involved in the narrative team, so I was wondering if it affects the narrative of the game moving forward. Letalia has now clarified, saying it doesn't. They have a lot of narrative people in teams. I know there's about 6 of them in the narrative team, right? I think I've seen a couple in those dev streams from Path of Fire and onwards. So, yeah, that's good to know. I just hope that it doesn't, you know, internally affect things. But, you know, it's ArenaNet. I have faith in ArenaNet. Okay, now that DS is done, I'm not gonna grab all... Oh, you know what? Since I'm here, I'm gonna grab all these pods. Damn it! Okay, let's check in the chat some more. Professor Kaken says, "What did they say to people?" Oh, it was just a bunch of stuff. You guys can look it up. I don't want to talk about that too much on stream here, but let's just say this. Like I said earlier, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but unfortunately, this Guild Wars 2 developer unfortunately took it out of hand, you know, especially when the related tweet wasn't an attack or an abuse. It was a genuine attempt at a discussion involving the game's narrative that just blew out of proportion real quick. So I'm gonna go north because I know I haven't looted a bunch of things north. Scrolling down some more. Yeah, it's on Reddit and the forums and on Twitter as well. Letalia says, "Did you watch this?" No, not snipers. Said you hated Chuck and tunnels and snipers. I did say snipers. That's at the very top of the stream when I was in AB during the Octavine. I said that in terms of Heart of Thorns enemies that I hate, Modrum snipers, Modrum stalkers, and there's this thing that spins around like a flower. I forgot what they were called, but the normal versions I can deal with, but when they go elite and higher, I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to fight you tonight. Like, I just want to run away. Even in Path of Fire, I don't find enemies as tiny and as pesky as that. Like, I think Hydras and Sand Sharks are things that you can deal with. I mean, not Hydras, I take that back. But you know what I'm saying? The general Path of Fire mobs are easy enough to deal with. Heart of Thorns remains the single most challenging landscape content for things in here. So there's going to be a lot of other stuff that you can do. You've got about 15 minutes now that the meta's done. I think EVA, our guild, is now moving over to... Yep, we're going back to AB. We're going back to AB South. It starts in... Oh, we got a lot of time. Great. So let's go back to AB. And I want to get there, of course, because the map will fill up. And AB's requires 4 commanders. And judging by our DS run and how quick we got the towers done and how quick we got Modromov done, I'd say we have about 30 plus people in each of the squads. So we're doing good tonight. Solo Cutie says someone from the Nightmare Court helps you at the end of the event while they're not in the rest of the map. That person is likely left over from the 4th lane they cut off. That is some really good info. Thank you, Solo Cutie. Did not know that. I need to go and do that again though and see who it is. I saw the Quaggan. I saw, oh man, I can't remember the names now, but I saw a bunch of people that I recognize. So yeah, that was cool. Riga says, "We got it!" Yeah, everybody loves screaming that thing out every time because of that one NPC that said it. Okay, so what we're doing is we're all just gonna sell our stuff. Oh shit, I think I'm on the wrong instance of this map. These are not my guild commanders. No, these are not. Damn it. Well, I guess because everybody's pretty much in Dragon's Den at the moment. Yeah, the rest of them is in Dragon's Den, so I'm just gonna chill here and talk to you guys and chat some more. ggmyster says, Timey sings out, we got it! Professor Kagan says, that evil laugh though. Lethea says, loot one. Also, it's not Timey who says that. No, it's not. It's one of the other Asuras. We got BS Kitty 6 in chat. Says, hey Haffle, this is P.O. P.O. Paodrick, P.O. Holy crap, P.O. This is the first time I'm seeing you on like a Twitch stream. That's awesome. Hello, P.O. Long time no see. P.O. says, hey Haffle, this is P.O. You always stream while I'm at work. I'm sorry. It's kind of like my this is the only time I can stream, unfortunately, because I can't stream during the day because I'm working in the morning. But yeah, unfortunately, but it's so good to see you. How's it work? What's going on? I've seen you on a couple of times in Guild Wars, but I didn't want to bother you. Either you're busy or you're wool versus whirling, and you still owe us that PvP match that we talked about like last year. Wigga says PO. We got Dovakin in chat. Hello, Dovakin. It says, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing great, actually. I just had a terrible week in terms of work, and I'm just struggling to, you know, make the content that I want to make on my YouTube channel. But so far, I've done the Bless Online review. That's coming soon for those of you that are waiting for that. And I've also done the Episode 3 Long Live the Lich review as well, where I talk about the Beetle, the Domain of Korna, the new map meta, and everything. So, hey. P.O. says, I'm happy to see you playing Guild Wars still. I'm not sure if I told you, P.O., but I'm kind of... Yeah, I mean, this is one of my top 3 in terms of daily... Or not daily, but my top 3 most played MMOs. Elder Scrolls is there, World of Warcraft is there, and Guild Wars 2 as well, so... with Guild Wars 2, I mean, the PvP, like, between the 3 MMOs that I mentioned above... All of them have solid everything across the board. Like the PvE in WoW and Guild Wars 2 and ESO is great. The PvP in ESO and Guild Wars 2 has been, you know, pretty fun for me. WoW's PvP I haven't jumped into yet because I'm not necessarily ready for that. But yeah, these 3 MMOs are what's going to be in my rotation a lot more. As for excited for Battle for Azeroth, I am too, and I cannot wait. I am going to boost a brand new Paladin to 110 and use that instead of the Warrior that I've been running. So I will see you on WoW too. P.O. says, I haven't done PvP since Path of Fire, so I have to learn the new meta. Well, there's always that site, right? Guild Wars 2 PvP meta battle bill or whatever that always, you know, posts the latest stuff. And like for a scrub like me, for a new player like me, I don't necessarily have all the gear and equipment to change my metas on the fly. You know, I don't even have legendary weapons, so it's not like 1 minute I'll go full berserker on my guardian, and then I find out that at the next update or whatever, the new meta is now Condi. Dovakin is now following. Thank you, Dovakin. Thank you for the support. I appreciate the follow. So it's hard. Like usually I'll just find a meta that works and I'll just stick to it. Like when Path of Fire came out and the Firebrand came out, I was just so I liked it and I stuck with it. And I'm probably using the wrong set. I was in a Celestial build for the Firebrand, and the Celestial build was for the meta prior to Path of Fire. So everybody's like, why the hell are you running Celestial on a Firebrand build? You need like a Vipers or a Condi build. Okay, so what's happening here for the stream? Just an update. I am in a guild HoT meta run, and there's going to be some time before the next Auric Basin Octovine meta takes place. I've got about 15 minutes, so I'm just going to chill here and talk to you guys in chat. So if you've got any questions, you guys want to discuss anything Guild Wars 2, type it out. Let's have some fun. Let's share some thoughts about Guild Wars 2. For those of you that have played Episode 3, Long Live the Lich, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the new Roller Beetle? Is it your favorite mount, or how does the Roller Beetle compare to other Guild Wars 2 mounts? And, you know, what's your favorite thing about Episode 3? Feel free to share all that stuff. Let's scroll down and chat some more. We got Guild Wars 2 _alt. Hello. They ask, Adrian, what is your opinion on the latest controversy? Oh no, that's like the 3rd time I think someone's been asking that. Look, I'll say this again. What happened between the developer and the player is it sucks, really. It shouldn't happen. Something so trivial as, you know, giving an opinion was taken so out of context and so seriously by the developer that it was unnecessary for whatever reason. I don't know why it happened, but it happened. And like I said, ArenaNet have standards and values that they believe in as a company, and whatever action they took reflected on that, you know, because they kind of value the feedback and opinion of their player base. And however way you look at it, this is just bad publicity in general, so it's unfortunate that it happened, but it's happened. I mean, I've read through the Twitter thread. I was aware that it happened very early on, being a partner and all, but it's just unfortunate. That's all I'll say. So, as I said earlier, what can we learn as a community about this is that things happen. Let's just be nice to each other. You know, we all have opinions, as I said. Just take whatever feedback comes your way and do it what you want, but, you know, always in moderation. That's it. ggmyster says, I had about 15 losses in a row during SPVP in Guild Wars 2. Didn't expect to see so many losses. You're not the only one, man. I've been pugging my PvP too, and I think my last 4 was all defeats. There we go. My last 6 have all been defeats. Like, I've not, ever since episode 3, I've not been able to get a win at all. Pio says, I love the Oromancer, Ellie, and the Meditrapper guard back in HoT. I think I started with the Meditrapper, I think, based on your recommendation. That was my first build, Pio, because you recommended the Meditrapper for the guard to me, which is really, really fun. I ran that for a while. It's just too bad that you're in Blackgate. Or, you know, we could do some stuff. Solo Cutie says, I love the Beetle. Wiga says, PD. So, for context, those of you just joining us, Guild Wars 2 released a new mount. This is it. This is the Roller Beetle. It has a name. It's called PD. And it does cool things like zoom across places in, you know, incredible speeds like this. And if you go over a ramp or whatever, you can do like stunts and skills. But I am in the city of Tarir, where there's virtually no space for me to do that whatsoever. And it can drift too, which is kind of cool. Of course, like I said, no space. I'll probably do this in an area later where I get more space. Lysa Thayer says, I love the Beetle, but not use it so much. So I think I fall into that same category as well. In terms of all the mounts, the most useful mount for me is, and it will always be, the Griffin. I think for the money I paid and the amount of work that went into the Griffin, 200 gold is no joke, especially in Guild Wars 2. It's easy to make gold in Guild Wars 2. It's very easy to spend gold too. You will be spending your gold so fast in this game. It's incredible. But for what I put into the Griffin, this is my everyday use mount. I use it to jump on things. I use it to go all over the place. Only in rare cases when I really need to get to high places, I'll roll out the Springer. The Skimmer is definitely for, I recently went back to Ore. I think everybody recently went back to Ore to do the temple metas. And for the Beetle. And traveling between, all these areas in the water is just so convenient with the Skimmer being around. The Raptor is by default the most popular mount in the game because it's your first mount. It is super fast. Everybody uses it in Lion's Arch just to get around faster, The Jackal, though, I'm still on the fence about the Jackal because outside of POF, the Jackal's primary useful thing is being able to escape landscape mobs because you can just, sand portal your way through like scores of mobs to avoid the attack and just get out of the way. But you can't jump over... You can't get over stuff like this easily as compared to the Griffin can do all... It's a multitasking mount. I know Raptors can't do that as well. Bunnies can't do that or whatever, but... And besides, the sand portals only appear in Alona areas, so outside of Alona, unless ArenaNet introduces sand portals in all the Courtyard maps, I just don't use my Jackal as much, even though it's the coolest looking mount, I think, among all of them. And then you've got the Beetle. I'm just gonna wait for the next few maps that we get to see how useful the Beetle will be. In Korna, besides those Beetle tunnels that you can break into, you can smash into them at full speed, there really isn't much to the beetle except being cool and flashy. I mean, it is thematic, and it's also a throwback to the first Guild Wars game where apparently the beetle was there and then you could do beetle racing in the first Guild Wars. I didn't play it, so I don't know about those things, but it's nice to know that this is also a throwback to the first game, so that's pretty cool. Solo Cutie says, I want more collection achievements too. Guys, I bought Guild Wars 2 in 2014 on sale at my local brick and mortar. I didn't play it until properly. I didn't play it until 2017 when I did the review. I am so low on achievement points and my masteries. I am barely hanging on in terms of trying to get everything that I want to get. And you guys out there with like your 26,000 mastery points or whatever, you guys want more? Damn. I need more time. ggmyster says, I'm still on the start of the Griffin Mount collection, so not looked at the beetle yet. Guild Wars 2 says, Guild Wars 2 all says agree. PO says, I still use the Griffin most of the time. It's just too convenient. Exactly. I mean, for 200 gold and the amount of time you put into it, it had to be. Solo Cutie says, I went back to a lot of the old maps to try out the beetle in them, trying to keep my speed up for as long as possible. I think the Crystal Oasis is going to be great for that because you have this huge open space, not so much Vabi, definitely not the Desolation in terms of the POF maps. If you're talking hot maps, the beetle does not belong in Heart of Thorns, I can tell you that. There's just nowhere in these maps that are great for cross-country on your beetle. I mean, the Courtyard areas are probably great for it. Some areas, I suppose. But in terms of POF, I think Crystal Oasis is great, like I said, because you've got lots of open space across the desert. Elon Riverlands, maybe, you know, this huge deserty area. That's it, really. So yeah, we'll see. Desolation is the worst place for any ground mount, in my opinion. It's just a mess of, you know, caverns and crevices, and this is probably my least favorite POF zone. The Desolation is. Vabi, I don't mind. The rest I don't mind, but in terms of navigation, Desolation's crazy. Right, let me check squad chat real quick. AB IP changed to 170. Oh no. No. Don't lock me out. Oh, thank God. So we changed maps. Okay, I'm going to say map as my group now. And let's head to the south. Pio says, when alliances come out, we can finally play together. Yeah, shit, I totally forgot about alliances. Yeah, that's right. Soon all these, you know, server stuff won't matter anymore. We can just create an alliance or join our guilds across worlds to play on World vs. World. So that's cool. So yeah, for old time's sake, we should totally roll out the writers, the DKOD, and whoever else we can find and make that old PvP alliance and just go on and have some fun in WoW. That'll be fun. Guild Wars also is probably early next year. Lysa, I'm going to try and get your name right. Can I just call you Lysa? Lysa's temples are different achievement, not beetle. Oh no, what was I thinking about? Is it for the backpack? Is it for the this one, the not legendary, the Dauntless Commander backpack? Is that what it's for? I could be wrong, but yeah, beetle only takes place on Korna, I think. It doesn't make you go around. No, actually it does, doesn't it? I remember going back and doing the Golem fight. I remember doing a bunch of things, but I can't remember if that's for the beetle or not. Let's find out. I only did this like a week ago. I don't even know what I should be looking for. Collections? Ah, hell. I'll just take your word for it. It's probably for the backpack. Guild All says Raptor is easily the most convenient one for traveling. Yeah, pretty much agree. I think a lot of people will agree with you too. Majority of people that don't own the Griffin are on Raptors. It's just that convenient for, and even people I know that have Griffins will by default use Raptors for everything. But those of us that are very familiar with Griffins are always going to be on a Griffin. Pio says, I use the Jackal when I want to go uphill faster. The Raptor Leap is useless on inclines. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. So going up hills. I've not tried that on my Jackal. Well, if I find one, I'll definitely do it. Oh, there we go. Wait, is this a high enough incline? Probably not. Well, this is a B after all. I'm sure I'll find one. Alright, here's a good one. So, I'll demo this on the Raptor. Right, so your leap distance is cut short because of the climb, as demonstrated there. I guess it'll be easier, yeah, it should be easier in the Jackal. The other mounts won't have this problem. It's gonna be worse on the Beetle, because it's gonna be a really slow climb. You can obviously speed that up. Oh yeah, that's great actually. Awesome. Thanks for the tip, Pio. I mean, I'm never on my Jackal anyway, I'm always on the Griffin, so it's not like it matters. Solo Q says, the Jackal got the best skins though. Yeah, exactly. The Jackal looks beast. But to be fair, the Griffins, some of those, you know, the skins that you can get, those mount adoption licenses stuff that you can get, it's pretty cool too. Alright, checking in chat some more. Hang in there, guys. We are very close to the meta beginning for my second Octovine tonight. And after Octovine, I do believe we're going to Verdant Brink for the nighttime stuff. EVA, the guild that I'm in, we aim for 200% participation, as I said at the top of the stream. A lot of pugs don't really do it, simply because it's a whole map. It requires a lot of coordination by various different people at various different outposts. You know, and then there's the gathering supplies, there's the escorting people. So pugs just go for, or whoever is on the map will just go for like a tier 1 or a tier 2, and that's it. You know, we were trying to go for always at least 200 participation on the VB maps for the nighttime meta. Lysa says, I also use the Jackal in normal run. Wow! Yeah, you must be one of the few. But it's great though, that's the thing. These mounts, I mean, I'm talking about how I perceive their usefulness. But for all of you out there, you guys may have your own preferred mounts, and that's totally fine. If you prefer a certain mount, that's totally fine. I mean, I've seen somebody... Oh, never mind, here we go. Took the words out of my mouth. Like this says, my friend right around the bunny, she likes it. The bunny could be your default mount, and it's a great mount. In all these metas, a lot of us use bunnies because of the bunny attack, which does it has a knockdown, and that does great for, you know, massive CC if like so many players should get on the bunny hop and bunny hop on, you know, something that needs the CC bar broken. So bunnies are great for that. It's also pretty quick. I mean, it's decent in short spaces, but if you're gonna cross country, ooh, Exalted Mask. What are the odds? That's like, that's worth an achievement point, I think. Let's go get it. Yay! 20 more to go. Alright, scrolling down. Wayfarer Foothills is great for the Beetle. North to south is basically all downhill. We're talking about the environment that's great for rolling the Beetle on. Tunnels in Tangled Depths and Verdant Brink can be for Beetle. I tried. Oh, that's right. The TD tunnels, those lanes. I think going from Scar all the way down to Ogre will be great for the Beetle. I should have done that. I didn't think about that. I was just in my first meta on tonight's stream was actually TD, but I didn't think about that. Ah, yes, it's the Tyrian service medal for the the Dauntless title, which I have, and the backpack as well. Thank you. Yeah, I got confused. I've done a whole bunch of collection stuff over the past few months that, you know, I get confused about what I did. We got Juker Naughty in chat. Says, can Raptor drift? No. I mean, that's one cool thing the Beetle has. I will admit that. I think drifting on your Beetle is cool as heck. I mean, I'm not the Beetle expert. Wigga in chat is... She apparently got gold. She got gold on that Beetle challenge thing. The mini game, the that you can play in the Alliance encampment thing. She got gold in that, and I can't even get bronze because I'm so bad at controlling my Beetle. So there's that. If you get a hold of the Beetle, it could be a really fun thing. Lysathea says Beetle 2 saddle and food achievements are for the Beetle. Because says, to be honest, I didn't know there were guilds that did the meta in Heart of Thorns in depth. I've only seen pugs. Me too. That is the both of us until I recently this week discovered these guys. And once I found out that they were in like Aussie Prime Time, I'm like, shit, I gotta get in one of these. It's if I don't get my HoT XP now and my HoT masteries now, I never will, because I just don't have the time. After this, and honestly speaking, after this, after the review for episode 3 comes out, I have to go and level in World of Warcraft and get ready for Battle for Azeroth. And then after that, God knows what game I'm going to go to. So I gotta at least catch up with everything that I've not done in Guild Wars 2 before I move on and come back again. So this is a great time to do it. P.O. says, back to work for me. Next time I catch you online, I'll give you my BNet tag. Awesome. Please do. And I will see you on the Broken Isles. Not the Broken Isles, sorry. But I'll see you somewhere around there. I'll see you online, P.O. Thanks for dropping by. Solo Q says, I started the Dragon's Den at the same time as you, but my map only finished just now. People didn't know how to run around the boss. Oh no! Yeah, that's a pugs. Oh, you should have, were you in the same... If you were on the same map before the meta begun, you would have seen the commanders, right? The EVA commanders running around? But yeah, I've been in a pug where we ran it so close. I think we got down to the last 20 minutes, and then we took down Mondramoth with 5 minutes remaining. That was a really close one, but that ruined me because that one pug that I did, I told my mom and my sister, I'm gonna need like 20 minutes before dinner or whatever. And then that happened. One of my lanes at the tower, people didn't know what to do. The boss group, the reason they're there is to keep the boss there. But for whatever reason, the boss came down to the Zerg group. So that prevented a lot of people from doing their job effectively, and we kept going and going. Commanders keep coming and leaving. Same goes to people. In the end, I don't know how we made it through, but yeah. Safe to say, I did not make it to dinner that night. Wigga says BBPO. Oh yeah. Thanks, P.O. for dropping by. Jeez. This is where I usually go for a smoke break, or I'll go make a drink, because waiting in between the metas is not a fun thing. But then when you're on stream, you gotta chit chat some, and oh yeah, earlier on I already wished Wigga, but to everybody else from the United States of America, happy belated Independence Day, y'all. Hope you guys had a good one. My Independence Day is on the 31st of August, so it's a long time more. And because of the line of work that I'm in, I do not get public holidays, so it's probably even going to be on like a Friday, so that means I'm going to be streaming. August 31st is a Friday indeed, I was right. Yeah, I'll be streaming on my Independence Day, so hey. One more minute, and then Octavine starts again. Somebody in chat Guild Chat says, anyone else in West Japan getting this epic rain? So somewhere in West Japan it's raining epically. I don't know, I just had to read that out. Anybody in chat, in stream chat that is, in from Japan? $29 south. That's 29 in our squad right now.
This foliage is conspiring to kill us.
So for this one, I think I'm gonna do one of the challenges, and I'm gonna be an Exalted Armor because I think I can afford it. There's enough people in the squad for DPS. So at the start of every Octavine, there's gonna be challenges in each area, north, south, east, and west. There's gonna be different style of challenges. For the south one, it's all about a race. First player to finish the race will receive the Exalted Armor. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can always go up to the front and pick up an Exalted Armor there. So I'll be racing against 2 people here. And this is where, if you're really good at JPs or jumping puzzles, then this will be a breeze. Oh no, so many people, damn it. But the good news is the challenge will reset and keeps resetting every 30 seconds or whatever, so you can keep doing it if you failed. There's an achievement, and I believe... No, just an achievement. I was going to say a mastery point, but I can't remember. But there's definitely an achievement for finishing first in all of the challenges. So one of them, this one's a race. There's another one about kicking mushrooms in the face. The other one is bidding with a skrit. And the last one... Shit, I forgot what the last one was. A brawl. You fight other players. Bare-fisted, I think. Wow, I'm up against... Well, friendly competition. We're all in the same squad. 1 minute to race. Who do we got here? It's random. Solo Q says, I'm watching from the Netherlands. Awesome. Hello, Netherlands. I always wanted to visit. Oh, yeah. Nice place. DMR says, jumping puzzle, or did you say that one? Oh, I'm saying this little race here will be easy if you guys are experts at JPs, because, you know, knowing just the right amount of W and just the right time and the amount of W you press before you jump is really helpful in getting over obstacles in this game, I feel. It takes a certain amount of experience of knowing that to be successful. I tried to do the not-so-secret JP in, damn it, one of the Tyrian maps today. The one where the diving goggles are. I spent about half an hour there, and I'm like, oh no! No! I'm not gonna make it. This is what happens when you talk too much. Okay, this is where your JP experience will come in. Most people only take 1 spacebar attempt. Some people like me will take 2. Well, Ragnarok Scrub has won. So he will now leave and get an armor, an Exalted Armor. So you know what, screw this. I'm just gonna go down and pick up the blue armor. So how do you know what player got what? If it's golden color, if the Exalted Armor here is golden color, it means this player won a challenge. Later on, when Octavine starts, there's going to be a bunch of blue armors lined up where people can just use one of them. Blue armor simply means they didn't do the challenge for it. Okay, pre-starts. Let's go. This is just basically killing about 9 of these, the observers or overseers, lieutenants, to spawn the overseer. And doing this is just good additional HoT XP. I think it's 20,000 for this one, in addition to adding to your map participation. Ooh, sniper fire, X marks the spot. That was like, even for AI, those snipers are like perfect shots. They're like hot shots. My eyes are starting to hurt. Been staring at the PC since like 8 in the morning, just working. Starting to take a toll. This reminds me of when I used to, you know, work at my old PR company. I'd be like at the PC all day, just looking at client-related shit, and I'd come home and I'd play Lotro. I'd turn on the PC, I'd log in for like a half an hour, and then I'm like, oh, I got so much of Gondor to finish or whatever. I'll just log back out and go to bed. But ever since I started the channel and started streaming, you know, you do find that extra bit to just go on. I mean, we still have VB to do after this one, so there's a lot more. And I'm pretty close. I only need like 1 million or so XP before I'm done with this mastery. Oh, I've still got ancient magics as well, so I'll be in HoT for a bit. But once I get all my HoT masteries, I don't think I'll come back and do a lot of these. Unless, you know, I get bored and I want to come back and have some fun. I'll definitely come back for the Dragon Stand meta. That, like I said now, it's my favorite so far. My favorite Guild Wars 2 meta. Because it's just so awesome, you know, when you have a large group of people coordinating and everything comes together well, and then it becomes a little competition about which lane is the better lane, you know. It's just something about it that it's just traditional MMO group fun. Christ. Alright, let's check in the chat. I see chat moving a little bit there. Solo Cutie says, I hope they add a new jumping puzzle soon. It's been so long since the last one. When was the last one? I can't remember the last time Guild Wars 2 added a jumping puzzle. Let me just plug in my mouse real quick. Battery's dying. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of jumping puzzles. I think Wigga probably is in chat. I think she's more of a JP person than I am. And than I ever will be. I just don't have the patience and the finesse and the dexterity of mouse hand and keyboard hand to get it right. You'll find me in Roll vs. World. That's where you'll find me, but never in a JP. But I think it was for yesterday. There was a daily, right? Or was it today? There's a daily for JP. I think it was today. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, it's today. Today was the Foss's Bounty jumping puzzle. I got so freaking lucky because I got there and there was this guy, this Mesmer, who like just put a portal right at the start of the waypoint. You know, when you waypoint to the area, and I just got there, I just loaded in, and I looked down at my feet, and there was a purple portal, and I click enter, and boom, I was at the end of the JP. I'm like, holy shit, thank you, Guild Wars 2 community, the best community when it comes to stuff like this. Earlier today, I saw, I think in LFG, that people were porting taxis to the JP as well. Whoa, people are still running Riba in the Silver Wastes. For all of you guys that are more knowledgeable than me, is Riba still the best way to make gold? I thought that Palawadan and Istan has now overtaken Riba in terms of the best meta farm for gold. I could be wrong though. Please feel free to let me know. But as far as I know, from what everybody's saying, Palawadan is the best meta to farm for gold. But I still see people doing Riba in Silver Race, so that's interesting. Solo Cutie says Season 3, Episode 6 was the last one. Whoa, that's... I'm trying to think. I don't even know what map that is. I'll check later. Wigga says, I had a friend who was really into JPs and we would do them together, but then he stopped playing altogether. Pull him back. Tell him Guild Wars 2 released a new JP. Just lie to him. Bring him back that way. ggmyster says, I've been on and off the PC since 9 AM playing ESO. Right, you are playing ESO. I just remembered that, yeah. Because a while back, I remember you telling me that you had trouble getting into ESO because of the combat system. So now that you're back on ESO, how's it been? Is it better for you? Are you enjoying ESO a lot more than the first time around? Because it says, I'm so bad at staring contests, but I swear during PvP and Guild Wars, I don't blink for entire matches. That's a good one. I mean, I'm usually intense, very intense with my adrenaline pumping and everything. But once I look up at the scoreboard and I see that my team is like 200 points below the winning team, I just like, yeah, I'll check my phone and, you know, I couldn't be bothered anymore. Oh no, my friends are calling me out for a drink. Right, so I totally forgot that I had to meet some friends for drinks tonight. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to apologize to him in a phone call, because these are my best buds. And I'll put it on speaker. How's that? We'll talk on speaker. You won't know.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Where are you guys?
Let's in TGI waiting for your call lah, basically.
Sorry, I'm still streaming.
It's okay. Take your time. How long do you need? Estimation.
I've got one more thing to do.
Okay.
And then probably half an hour?
Sorry, what time?
11:30?
Alright, take your time. Take your time, honestly, take your time. Alright?
Okay, just want to say you're on stream too now. Hey.
Let me say hi, bro. Yo, what's up, man? What's up, guys?
Alright, I'll call you when I'm done.
Alright, see ya. Bye.
Okay, bye. So that went well. Okay, so it looks like I will not be able to do the VB stream. I totally forgot I had to go out tonight. Shit. So this is going to be my last meta train stop, but the guild will be going on to Verdant Brink, which I really wanted to show because these guys are absolute awesome when it comes to organizing VB at night. Damn it. Oh well. Alright, let's check in chat meantime while we wait for Octovine. ggmyster says, no, I read that already. Solo Cutie says you'll need to play hot metas a lot if you ever gonna going for a season 2 legendary weapon. That's the thing, I don't know if I'm ever going for a legendary. Like, I just started my Twilight Dusk, the experimental weapon one. I've just started it, and I still haven't gotten the map completion yet, so there's a lot of things that I need to even start the precursor. So I don't know when and if I'll ever get a legendary, but I'll definitely. The other thing is, if I win the lottery, I'll just buy it off the auction house. So weapons, all rarities, legendary. So the one that I want to craft is obviously not Eternity, it is Twilight. This is the great sword that I want, and it's 2,950 gold. So all I gotta do is win the lottery, and then buy a shit ton of gems, and then convert that to gold, and then I'll just buy my legendary weapon. Because I don't have the time anymore to, like, you know, grind and farm and all this stuff. We got Jukernauty in chat saying Silver Race is still one of the best farming places. That's good to know. So it's an alternative. Letalia also says, yeah, it's still one of the best. Also, change is good in farmer's life. I totally agree. I've been part of MMOs where the same thing is being grind, or it is a grind spot over and over and over again for years, and that hasn't changed. So having new spots to grind is always good. We got Deez Bro. Hello, Deez Bro. He says, I recommend doing World vs. World dailies every day. There's at least one, but usually 2 easy ones that you can do in 3 minutes. And you got the trophy plus reward track potion for each of them. Usually, most of the time, for me, it's easier to jump into EBG and do some of the dailies there, like tap a kill a Dolyak, or capture a camp, or kill some guards, and the big spenders, the one that I use a lot, because those are the most easiest WoW achievements that I usually do. I didn't do them today though because I've been busy, so hey, ggmyster says ESO with the suggestions on building your character skills and the fact if you get tired of an area you can go anywhere makes it a lot better. Yeah, that's one of the things that I love about ESO. You just go where you want, you do what you want. And I'm lucky that I joined the game after 1 Tamriel, the update for 1 Tamriel. Okay, let's go. Let's go. South Lane or South Gate, the best gate. Again, we're only... Oh, Deez Bro's now following the channel. Thank you, Deez Bro. Appreciate the support. But yeah, I mean, it's a friendly competition. All the 3 other commanders in the 3 other areas are commanders in my guild. And this is a guild run mixed with pugs. So it's a friendly competition to see who messes up and who doesn't, you know. But we are the South Lane, so... Okay, armors are out. Let's go, let's start. We're not off to a great start. Oh shit. Oh shit. Push. 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 It's a boy. No, it's a girl. Oh, great. Great push, Exalted Armor. Thank you very much. Oh, that guy just killed one of our guys by blowing that thing up right in the middle lane. Not cool, Exalted Armor. Not cool. There we go. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't think we have a choice here unless one of these armors can help with this. Otherwise, it's going to blow right on top of us. That little bomb behind us. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Let's get out of there. Oh, what? No! Unbelievable. You guys in the Exalted Armor should be helping us, not killing us. I was just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, well. Oh, nice. That was a good push. 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 We need one more bomb. East, as usual, has already begun their burn. They're almost done. Not almost done. I mean, they're a quarter in. One more bomb. Where? Oh, there it is. Yes, I will help you. Nice. That was a good one. Push. Push. Oh, I overshot it there. Okay, Octavine is vulnerable. Everybody burn. For new players watching, this is a four-way burn. I'm in the South Gate with my squad. East, West, and North have their own squads. It's all about burning the vines down at the same time or killing them, all of them, in a space of 2 minutes, or else these vines at each of the gates will regenerate. So this is a fun challenge to do in a pug, but in a coordinated run, there's usually no F-ups. It's really, really smooth. It appears like West is... Okay, never mind. West is now moving. And you can keep track by looking at the bars on the right side here. Are we going all the way? I'm sure it's gonna go vulnerable anytime soon. And then I think it'll be down to both either us or Wes. Okay, Commander says stop, so we're stopping. So we're basically... Wow, this is one of these Octavines I've done where South actually led the way. Like I said, South lane, best lane. Usually East just burns through things like so fast. And like maybe 3 pugs that I've done, East always killed their vine first, forcing the rest of the lanes to like go, what the hell, East? But no reason to panic. We got this. And there's also 15 minutes, so if you're in a pug and if you see that the vines regenerate or, you know, you guys have a lot of time. What the? Wonder if I can drag it from this direction. Let's try. I've never done this Guardian pull, so let's give it a shot. need to target it first. No, that didn't work. Oh, I'm down. Some poison, I think. But I'm looking at the map here, or the meta here. West is still behind. Okay, they're burning. They're burning. So I think West has enough to go all the way. But we're only a bomb behind, so I think we can catch up. We can catch up pretty easily. I'm hitting the wrong thing. Is West going all the way? Yep, they're going all the way. So it's up to the rest of us to burn it now. West has done. West is done. Are they? Yep. Nope. I thought that was the message that West did it. Oh, damn it. Oh, West and East has been... Okay, East and West got theirs. We're about to get ours. Dead again. That's twice now. 9%. North is burning with us, so North and South are the last two. We should be able to get this. It's like a minute left. Boom. Smooth. And now it's that loot phase again. With these guys, they do this pretty much every day, so I really hope I have enough exalted keys in my bag, or else I won't be able to loot all the good stuff. Oh boy. FPS is dropping. It's like 80 people probably just flying in from all over the place. And that's what's killing my frame rate. Okay, I'll get to the first chest, my first grand chest, and I'll stop there and check in chat real quick, because I've got about 27 chests to loot in here. Okay, check in chat. ggmyster says Twilight is in the second tier. That's core legendary, I think. Yeah, I'm going for a core legendary. I couldn't care less about whatever it's higher than that. I'll just be happy to have a legendary in general. D's Bro says, yeah. Third letter. Hello, third letter says, I'm updating my Guild Wars 2. Awesome. He says, I miss playing this game. ggmyster says, have fun with your mates. Yeah, I definitely will. Solo Cutie says, you can buy more keys for Aurelium. That's right. If you go to the vendor, either in Tarir or any one of those outposts, you can buy more keys. I think I have more than enough though, so I shouldn't really worry too much. Aurelium... It's called Exalted Keys, I believe. There we go. I've got 99. Shit. What am I worrying about? Let's loot, baby. So this is the part where the stream just watch me open stuff and hope my RNG is good. I usually don't open the non-grand ones. But then one of my guildies said this, and it was very eye-opening. What if you like, I just passed by that mini chest right there. What if that one contained like a precursor? Or what if that one contained like a box of Zoya's ascended armor piece that you can pick from? I would be kicking myself in the teeth, because those things are absolutely things that I need. But RNG for me has never been great. So I'm looking at all the loot stuff, like, it's just crap. I've never gotten anything good. ggmyster says, I linked a picture that simplifies Twilight creation in Discord. I'm gonna look at it, but I'm still never gonna do it. I mean, it's a time-consuming thing. It's gonna take me a long time, trust me. I'm nowhere near. Solo Cutie says, ascended items are the only things that can drop in the grand chest. Yeah, I know. It's just that it was a joke to get people to actually open things, because one guy in chat last night was like, I'm wasting all my keys, you know, I'm just gonna open a few, and I'm not gonna bother about the grand or whatever. And then his response was, but what if you got something great out of that? Wouldn't it make you kill yourself? I mean, not kill yourself, sorry, wrong thing to say, but oh shit, my bags are full. Yeah, but wouldn't you be kicking yourself in the teeth knowing that one of these chests contain like an awesome ascended stuff and you didn't open it? And that's probably gonna be me, because I'm running out of backspace here. I'm just gonna open all the grand ones, and I think I'll stop here for the night. Go take a shower and head out to drink, because that's what we're doing. A couple of my friends, well, belated birthdays, I suppose. But yeah, I haven't seen these guys in a while, so it's kind of weird how that works. Like, my friends, Friday nights are hangout nights. It used to be for me too, but then Friday nights became my stream nights. And my friends were like, couldn't you pick a better time to stream, but on a Friday night? The hell is wrong with you? And to that, I didn't have an answer, because I don't. Like, the Friday nights are, I don't know. I may change the timing of my streams. I don't know. We'll see. Iron Dagger. Oh my god. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bag slots, or 6 bags. And still, I run out of space a lot. And I need more 32 slot bags, but to craft more, like I already got one from the collection, but to craft more, it's gonna take about 100 gold, I think. Because you need 10 superior runes of holding, and those are give or take 10 gold, depending on, you know, the thing. Checking on chat real quick. Letalia says, I just buy all the amalgamate gemstones. It was a pain. I probably will too. Like I said, if I get a good payday, I'll probably spend 1 month's salary on buying gems and then converting that to gold, so I can just buy my legendary just like that. But then I'll lose the sense of accomplishment of crafting it myself. Like this, I've never more. Nice. March says, you have the copper fat salvo-matic. I have the silver one. But yeah, I'm probably going to save that for later, because I don't want to deal with clicking the sell button like 50 times just to get rid of my runes. Runes are the real pain in the ass for me right now. Just runes in general.
Nice gear. Refreshing.
Okay, going down some more. Solo Cutie says, the real reward of Tower is hearing that awesome music. Somebody here said that the music reminded them of Star Fox. Now, Star Fox is another game, but it's a Nintendo game, I think it was, or something like that. What was that? Cinegang is now following you on Twitch. Thank you, Cinegang. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Twitch. Yeah, for those of you guys that are new here watching me stream Guild Wars 2, I got into Guild Wars 2 because I review MMORPGs on my YouTube channel, and my review for Guild Wars 2 came out last year. It's on my YouTube, and because of that review, I've fallen in love with Guild Wars 2 for a second time. And that's why I'm here streaming it. So if you haven't checked out the review, you feel free to go to my YouTube page. Link is at the bottom here, and check it out. So I'm sure we're gonna go to VB next, and I don't think I can make it. So this is gonna be my last stop. So I'm just gonna type in chat real quick. Thanks for the meta run. And then I will probably go back to my Ilona area. Like I think this, I forgot how I got this thing, but I think it's the Panther Deluxe Edition. It's the invitation to the Lily of Elon. Just get out of squad real quick. So yeah, I'm gutted that I can't do VB tonight. I really wanted to show off the EVA VB. I think it's one of the best ways to do a VB at night. I may stream again tomorrow if these guys are doing it tomorrow. We'll see. Other than that, the next content on YouTube for Guild Wars will be the episode 3 review, and then there's a Bless Online review coming out too. And then, really, before you know it, I'll be in World of Warcraft for Battle for Azeroth. So busy times ahead. I've also been playing a couple of Nintendo games for a review for another company that I work for that does Nintendo games, and I'm like, they were like, oh, we need you to make Nintendo Switch game reviews, and I'm like, how do I do that? Like, there's no Nintendo Switch doesn't have like a recorder or whatever, so I have to go out and buy this thing called, oh, what is it called? It's a external capture card Elgato, that's what it is, and it's like $1,000 over here. And then I gotta plug that into somewhere else, like a separate PC, whatever, and then dock my Switch into a monitor, and then capture my Switch gameplay. So I have to do all that in the coming months. So I mean, for those of you that follow me on YouTube, if you see my activity levels dropping, it's probably me trying to figure out how to do stuff on the Twitch for work, whereas my channel, Jeremy Adrian, is all about my passion and love for MMO, so I'm juggling between the two really heavily here. Okay, so I'm gonna take off now. Let me just grab all these jingly chests. I can't stand seeing the chest jiggle by itself. I really gotta get rid of it. More machetes there. This is one of the reasons why I never buy machetes, because I get so mad. So many from doing the events. Okay, final lap of the chat. Solo Cutie says, I love my Switch. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Switch, especially the group games. Really, really fun. I've also got this game called The Darkest Dungeon on Switch, which is so addictive. ggmyster says, my mom beats me with a Switch when I'm bad. Same thing? No, different thing. Nintendo Switch, bro. It's the console. It's that console thing. I don't know how to explain it. Wigga says goodnight, have. Yeah, thank you, Wigga, good night. So, this is gonna be it for me, you guys, really quickly. Tonight was all about streaming some HoT metas. I've done 3 of them, I think. Well, 4 of them. The final one was gonna be Verdant Brink, but I can't do it, unfortunately, so I gotta run out and drink. Thank you guys for jumping in tonight. I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you guys soon on the next stream or in the next YouTube video. Shout out to Wigga, Lysethea, Solo Cutie, ggmyster, Nick earlier, and the 2 new followers we got as well, Cine Gang and D's Bro, and a couple of others. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate the support. And I will see you guys soon. So, once again, Jeremy Adrian here, thanking you for being on the stream and watching. Later, all.